Yeah, we gotta figure out what shenanigans we're gonna bullshit about now that our audio's live.
Next person that says shenanigans is getting pistol whipped.
Shenanigans.
Hey,
I mean,
what's that? Yeah, what's that restaurant?
What's that goofy shit on the walls?
Shit on the walls.
Shenanigans? You're talking about shenanigans. This is all you're getting from me, by the way.
And then that's when we all go, oh, and hold out our guns. So
Put that away.
Yeah, there you go. Thank you for also knowing all of the lines.
Ellie says dick shenanigans, so instead of shenanigans.
Ellie, since you're here, we'll do some explaining because we definitely have some explaining to do. The part of Panda today will be played by a geriatric cat with smoker's lungs.
Oh, Lord. It's not that wrong.
We'll have to live with it. You know, they had good credentials. They're pretty cheap on Craigslist. You know, and we're broke, so.
Look up the Key and Peele skit. It's great. And Ellie also says, "Hi, kitty."
Ow.
You don't even sound like a cat when you say meow.
Ow.
That's so awful.
Ow.
Ouch. That's what it is. It's me, ouch.
I'm Naruto!
Oh, God.
No,
You're drinking. I'm so disappointed in you.
Oh my God, you're right. Oh, I haven't watched that version of the original.
Sakura.
It's so long.
Smoke!
That's what I was going to say next. Smoke!
Oh my God. I need to
okay.
watch that now.
We ran into some shenanigans, y'all.
Yes,
We
shenanigans.
found them.
Ellie says the Hokage has noticed her.
Gosh.
Probably tell I've been
God.
fucking with the audio again. I have a new microphone. It sounds like audio. And I've also been messing with the little audio ducker thing, but I don't know. It looks like it's cutting way out again. Oh wait, the song ended. That's why. That would explain why there was no sound. Yeah, I've been messing with that so that it doesn't just, turn off when we're talking. So it should be a little more prominent now. Hopefully not too prominent. If it is, I'll fix it in about 20 seconds when someone complains about it.
See, the thing is, I would try and do other lines from Naruto Abridged, but I can't. I'm not David Bowie.
Yes.
Like,
and the always classic, quit making out with your ninja boyfriend.
Yeah,
what you mean?
You know what you mean, your boyfriend. Yeah. Well, no one's complained. I think that was 20 seconds, if that's how time works. So it must be fine.
no one knows how time works. It's an enigma.
Wrapped in something else.
Spinach wrap.
Yes, wrapped in the
Oh, wait.
spinach wrap.
No, I'm just
Exactly.
hungry. Goddamn tortilla.
Oh, you said spinach wrap. I was like, my brain went to
Okay.
lettuce wrap, and I'm like, there ain't no spinach leaf on the fucking planet.
Big enough.
Like,
little tiny
it's like, yeah, like got like a little
raviolis.
teaspoon of filling inside of it. This effort's gonna pay off.
Like, you could put them in like cupcake pans. And, like,
Yeah,
put the filling in it. Yeah. Oh, yeah, you could. Possible.
I mean, that would be way too much for a single spinach leaf. I mean, I've seen some pretty big spinach leaves, but they're
The
quite
structural
rare.
integrity of a spinach leaf is not very high.
It's decent for a leaf. It's got some give.
So we've been
I-
BSing for 10 minutes.
Okay.
No, we haven't. Our voices only went live at 9:07, so
Yeah.
Oh, okay,
it's
if you say
literally
so.
been like 5.
My
So,
voice goes live like next week sometime.
I have made like little spinach crisps, like little spinach chip type things. which are pretty dope, actually. It's just that it's kind of a lot of effort to, like, oil a sheet and then, like, bake a bunch of individual spinach leaves with, like, a little bit of seasoning. And then, like, take them out and eat all of them in, like, 40 seconds. So, anyway, yeah, hello, everyone. We're here to actually, like, play a game and stuff. So,
Heck yeah.
Lies, and deception.
Last session, and this is where someone picks up with a recap.
Crap. If Panda's voice weren't crap, I'd tell him to do it, but it is.
Oh, we're
I
going to be on
out.
screen now, by the way. Yeah,
I get it out.
Here we are. It's us. Go ahead, Giselle.
So last time on Into the Storm, we managed to make it back. Hooray! And my anxiety decided to act up. And Panda, Samuel, got to cuddle with a fox and a rabbit. It was awesome. But yeah, we made it back. And Eli's like, okay, I'm going to go tell the brothers, hey, we didn't get the sword. Everything's cool. And Lamia basically hung out with Rahara. No,
with an
Rahala.
L.
Brawlhalla.
Yeah.
I need to change that in my notes. I'm pretty sure I had it wrong in my notes too. Hang out with Rahala that day. And Samuel and Hattie went to the doctor. Doctor did what they could, and Samuel is just in pain all around because, yeah, dear God, he's in pain from being hurt so badly. Eli meets the brother's father and the father of Umarda, and not terrified of the father, but like, oh, this guy, he's strong. Don't like that. He's strong. Tells them, hey, Umarda's fine. I'm sure she's on her way back anytime now. And as Eli gets finished reporting to the brothers, like, yeah, we didn't really get the sword. If you want to contact us again if we find out where the sword is, we can do that. But currently we're done. Please cover these 14 gold expenses that I literally wrote up as I walked my way here. And they're like, yeah, okay, I guess that's the professional way to do that. And then Umarda pops in like a boss and's like, hey, here's the sword. And then Eli hands the sword to the brother who we as a group kind of agreed that, like, oh, he probably has Umarda's best interests in mind for this.
That is not who I handed it to. I just handed it to
didn't?
the collective group of them. No, there's all three of them sitting there. So I literally just gave it to all of them and told them to figure it out.
Okay, then you continue, bro.
No, that's it. That's the only difference I'm making for you. There you go.
She just wants to hand it off.
Yeah.
And it didn't work. It's fine. Well, regardless, then, that brother took the sword and ran off to talk to Umarda outside in the pouring rain and apologize, like, I'm a fool and an idiot. And Umarda later says to us, like, yeah, I'm trying to teach him that he should stop hanging out with some idiots with bad men habits, essentially. But after that, Eli got paid, and one of the brothers was very upset, but Eli continued, not giving a hell. Let's see. Yeah, Samuel got kind of healed at the clinic, but was suggested, hey, just stay in bed all day. Just do that. Lamia and Rahara went to the recommended tailor. There we go. From Eli, and Rahara has made an order.
You're still saying it wrong. You keep saying Rahara. It's Rahala.
Rahala.
Like hala hala.
Yes.
She would
Sorry,
fail
I'm
the.
looking on my sheet because I'm. Rahala. Very expensive dress. Like, over 5 gold. I know that. Oh, no, it's 20 gold. That's right, because I wanted her to take my 5 gold, but she won it. And yeah, we pretty much ended the day. I mean, the Shelly.
For those of you at home or on YouTube, Rahala Batgirl.
Yep.
Elias posted.
Yep.
Yes.
Ended the day with.
She is a Rahala Batgirl, not
and-
not a.
End of the
Not
day
a
with
Rahala
agreeing, hey, we're gonna go take a drink. All right, that's the recap.
Am I mic in this shot? Okay, good, it isn't. That is indeed a recap, yes. Thank you, Giselle. And, yeah. Anything else you guys wanted to add?
Nope.
Cool. So,
Oh wait, I lied. There is one other thing I wanted to add.
Oh no,
Sorry.
we did spell it right
Sorry.
there.
Hattie got pastries,
Mm-hmm.
and then also I might have to talk. We're gonna get it. Our landlord is leaving, and his kids taking over, and then we're gonna have to talk to people who want to buy property. I gotta do that. That's also there. Oh, and you left out the cup science.
Oh yeah, I did.
Scooping nasty water into a cup to test if we could get it to do purify water and drinking nasty water, and then finally figuring it out after drinking nasty water a couple times. So
yes, we, all of you.
all of us, not me, not just me. Of course not. Everyone is equally, implicated in this.
Wouldn't be just him. That would be irresponsible.
Of course.
So
Also, I put the bag with the item that fits inside of it in the safe. That also
yes, the
I locked
untruth,
it away.
as it is dubbed. At least meta-wise, obviously.
Well, I mean, that's what Rahala said as well.
Okay. And then at the end of that, we're going to pass about a week's worth of time, just so that everybody can be assumed to have gotten, healed up and like recovered and had a little bit of chance to like relax for a minute and settle back in. But also in that time, everyone leveled to 4th level.
Heck yeah.
And let's do a quick little round table so you guys can explain what you got from your level up, or
Why did my
what you will be getting in some cases.
spell not show up? That's weird. Sorry, one of my my new level 1 spell is not on my sheet, but my level 2 spell that I got is on my sheet, so I don't know why it didn't show up. Maybe it didn't transfer over from the compendium, right?
Might not have, because that they can be finicky sometimes. So in
somebody
that
else go
case,
first
we'll start with
so that I
Giselle.
can
Yeah.
add this spell. Yeah.
Okay. Just double checking. Okay. Well, what I
You are
got
a level
was
what, and you got what? Yeah.
I'm a level 4th fighter because I'm one of those fools who believes all or nothing. I got Great Cleave, and I put another point in strength so that when I raise my ability even higher, I will be stronger. As the tailor was saying, I will be bursting and unable to wear dresses. Truly the most horrific thing.
You can. You'll
Well,
just
that's why
have to have them
tailors
tailored.
exist.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why tailors exist.
Can't just go buy them from some hand-me-down. Yeah. Unless maybe it's like a recog shop or something.
Mm-hmm.
Most ladies are pretty buff. Calm down,
yeah.
Panda.
Oh man.
Yeah, that's what I got.
Okay. And Dave, did you figure it out, or have you been sucked into the Hollow Archive?
Well, yes, that is exactly what happened. I got sucked into the Hollow Archive. Hold on. Well, okay, so I got level 4 sorcerer now. and I got spells. For my level, I took to get an extra first level spell, which I am now adding. But my second level spell I got is blindness, deafness, because blindness, deafness is good. And then my first level spell I am adding. It's on here somewhere. Hold on, I'm finding it. It's in transmutation. There's just a lot of transmutation spells. Say that. Oh. Maybe it's not. Could have sworn it was. Apparently I'm losing my mind.
Or you have to type it.
No, I'm looking in the PFSRD, not in the thing right now, because I'm checking for trying to get it. If I don't get anything, if I can't figure out what I'm going to do, I'll just add magic missile, because, you know, it's useful.
Okay.
But I
Because you want a
can't
damaging
find
spell?
the spell I was trying to find.
Here,
I thought I had it already.
We'll move to Panda, and that way it'll give you a little more time.
Yeah.
Your turn, Panda.
Why is my name in Zoom Maru-chan now? Explain.
Because Naruto goes in ramen.
Yeah.
And Maru-chan is a, you know,
A
Because I
popular
noticed-
brand of ramen.
It was not changed, so I changed the Great Value brand Naruto.
yeah.
Anyway, Samuel leveled up into level 4, and he's a ranger because that's all you ever need to be in any tabletop role-playing game. You just need to be a ranger. That's it. I got a hunter's bond is one of the key things I got with leveling up, which lets me either have a bond with a animal companion or with my group. Lead me into another thing about that. I get spells.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You've
I get
unlocked
spells.
spells.
Yes, I've learned arcane energy. No, natural energy.
Yeah, you're
Spells
a
are
divine.
technically
caster.
divine.
Yeah. I can do things such as lead blades or lead blades. Depends on how you want to read it. Just let my weapons do one size bigger damage. Or speak with animals. Yeah, things
That's
like
what
that.
it says on the tin.
Yeah, speak with animals. There's also ask a bird a question or something. That's paraphrasing it.
Commune with birds, yes.
Commune with birds, yes.
Yes. We plundered the arcane secrets of the world, and we've decided to name this power Ask a Bird a Question.
Which is totally different from speak with animals, because everybody knows birds aren't real.
Oh, Ellie says that's foul communication.
Hey.
That's the wrong foul.
There's more of them. Anyways.
For your hunter's bond, you chose. Did you choose an animal companion or your?
I chose an animal companian.
Is it a snail?
Get to.
No.
It's
No, I
not
didn't
a
roll a
viable
natural
option.
1 on the chart.
Right?
I'd have
There's
to roll
not
a
an
natural
option
1
available to him,
to get a snail.
Oh, that's
as
true.
an
You
animal.
would have to roll a
'cause he
natural
didn't
one.
roll a natural one.
It's a dire snail.
Right? That's a big snail. Yeah. Be afraid. I put its 2 skill points in Intimidate.
Did you find the spell, Eli?
I'm just gonna add magic missile because I need an offensive spell of some kind. So I'm gonna add that on here. I was gonna do memory lapse again because memory lapse is fun, but decided not to. So
Branching out a little bit.
I have. Well, I need at least a little bit of offensive potential in my spells, and I have basically none right now, except for Ray of Enfeeblement, which just isn't still offensive. But yeah. I'm gonna switch when I get a chance. I will switch out Shadow Weapon probably for Memory Lapse at some point once I've higher level.
Different level. Yeah.
Yeah. For right now. Just adding magic missile because it's the most on-brand offensive spell that is available at first level.
It's good.
For any spellcaster, except right,
Unless you
clerics don't.
No, it's an
Yeah.
arcane.
It's arcane only.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Cool. Now you know. You're all informed. And over the course of that week, you guys have just been mostly having the ability to kind of take some downtime to yourselves. Eli, you've mostly been having to do a lot of administrative stuff, like kind of running around the city, like paying bills, trying to set up a meeting with the new landlord at some point, and you're just kind of having to like deal with like a few different things. You've had like some prospective customers show up and like had meetings and things with them, but like nothing that's quite panned out yet. With just like a few different things sort of building up as Mayor and Hattie find like job requests and things that have been sort of sitting around a while that nobody's taking, or things that they were able to jump on and bring to your attention. About a week or so of that building up, which your employees, of course, have been mostly either, in Sam's case, recovering, or helping run different errands, like going to just different meetings with you, or like kind of splitting off to go get information from another place, kind of bring it back to you. You've been doing kind of just like a lot of legwork and like periods of very, very boring moments where you're sitting around talking about like where people are going to stay and like just some other things that are not as interesting. But you have had time to somewhat establish kind of your baseline, especially those of you who don't live in this city natively. Well, I shouldn't say natively. Those of you who traveled here, that being the two of you who don't own the business. So that means we're going to come to a few questions, such as, where have you been staying? And we'll start with Lamia. Are you just staying at the local inn, and that's just like what you've been doing, or are you trying to seek out like to rent your own place while you're here, or that kind of thing?
No, I've been likely staying at the local inn.
Okay.
I don't remember what the name was that we both Samuel and I were at.
I'm realizing more and more that this microphone is not a good place. Move my whole ass screen. That's not moving easy enough, so I'm going to assume if I force it, something will explode. So I'm just going to do this to read my notes. Or scoot them over a bit more. Here we go. I don't know when you rearrange your setup. I think you guys were at the Rem Ram.
Ram.
Yeah.
All I had in my notes was good night's sleep at the inn. That was it. And then I was like, oh, I didn't put the name.
Yeah, you guys were at the Rem Ram. And
Here we go.
okay. I'm not gonna worry about the expense of that week. I'm honestly fine with waiving it for now.
Okay.
My dog is breathing.
I could hear him.
Yeah, there's
Bork.
that little bark.
Borkin.
Sounds like he's in water.
We just got started.
He's fighting a dire snail.
Oh, Ellie asked if it was a squirrel for your bond.
No. So
There we go.
No, it's a secret.
Alright, dog has been calmed. So you guys are staying at the Rem Ram, because it's also in Windforge, so you're not too far from work. Let's actually get the fuck out of my way. Let's actually jump over to at least the page where people can see maps and things.
They might appreciate that.
Plop that there. Oh, I should probably also go to that screen so I can see the map. I can drag this over here. Hell. That's fine.
So is it assumed that we have a full heal after all that?
Yeah. After a full week, you should be at full health at this point.
Or Morocco Mole.
You would have had at least maybe a couple of days of like full bed rest in there would have definitely got you topped off. Okay, so yeah, Ram is somewhere around here. So
Yeah.
So that keeps that nice and easy. You guys just been staying there, paying your stuff, going to eat when you have to, that kind of thing. And I believe Lamia, you're trying to help train Hattie each morning.
Yep.
Okay. So something you learn is like Hattie actually keeps pretty busy. You're having to get up pretty early to go and like train because she does it like before work, and she basically like you guys go and do like an hour or two of practice, and then she like runs off to go like wash and then go to work. So you're getting up at like 5:36 in the morning.
I mean that's fine. I'm not getting much sleep at night anyway.
Yeah, I was gonna get to that. So one of the things that you're noticing is that you're having a much harder time than you're used to sleeping. It's always like there's someone like smoking in the next room or something. Like it always feels a little bit strangled, and just like your mouth gets really dry, or like eyes are kind of irritated and stuff. Like when you wake up, you have like a headache. You just aren't sleeping well. It seemed to get a little better when you sort of like slept with like your window open and like kind of had more just like airflow through the room. But over the course of the week, probably in a fit of frustration at some point of just waking up at night constantly, or waking up even like you get all the way through the night with your throat hurting and like a pounding headache, and it's 5:30 in the morning and raining outside. At some point you realize that those symptoms tend to go away whenever you rest outdoors. It's just not the easiest thing to manage given the weather, but whenever you've kind of like gone for a walk or something, or went to one of their like any of these areas and like kind of just sat at a tree or something and just like rested your eyes for a while, you feel much better doing that than you do actually trying to sleep in the inn. You do get effective rest, it's just not pleasant, right?
Right. All right. Okay.
So it's pretty easy for you, I'll say, overall, to like have something to go do each morning rather than just like lament over how shitty your sleep was. Just be like, forget it. I'm just gonna go. I'll go have something to drink really quick, eat a like fast breakfast, and then we'll go train. At least Hattie is obviously a morning person and is really chipper, but because that makes it better. So,
right.
But yeah, she usually like brings something, either whether it be like pastries or like some kind of tea that she's gotten. She's usually bringing you stuff as like a thanks for helping me kind of thing. So it does help ease the burden a little bit. But you're doing that throughout the week. Yeah, Sam, it takes you a few days to recover. Even probably by the end of the week, you still like your wounds aren't, because they're not magically healed, right? So your wounds are healed enough that you're like not bedridden. You're not walking around like a wounded man, but you do have some aches and pains and stuff that kind of just remind you of certain hits you took. And they are getting better, but there's just some soreness and some stuff still there. But you can move around now. You're feeling way better. However, of course, throughout that week, you do periodically you periodically hear the that humming noise the stones were making back in the temple. And it seems to be coming from the remnants of that little spirit squirrel that helped you all out. It tends to happen in like the wee hours of the morning, pretty much right as the sun would be coming up, as you start to kind of hear it, and it's usually kind of right as you're sort of waking up, and you like consistently seem to like miss the message, whatever it is. Even when you like kind of tried to like wake up a little bit earlier, or put it like closer to you so that if it happened you could hear it and stuff, you've been kind of just missing it each time, where you hear it, you're like, oh, I did it again.
Or like sleeping with it like on my face.
Right.
I try to rag around it, keep it attached to me.
Yeah, like when you like
just
sleep a bit
described
close,
like trying to listen to something specific when you have ADHD and you're like having this where you're like, okay, so I need to listen to this one part. Damn, I missed it.
Yes.
Damn, I missed it.
Especially if you're trying to study. Especially if you're trying to like study like a video or something, and you're just like, okay, I just need to focus and like remember this thing that they say, and then like it goes through your I didn't hear shit. Like, what the hell just happened?
Focus. And as you're saying focus, it passes through there, and you're like, I did it again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you do notice, like you sleep with them like under your pillow or like really close to you. You do wake up feeling a bit more refreshed than you did. You wake up kind of feeling like you're in a bit of a better mood, like almost like you had like a really good dream, but you can't tell anyone about it because you don't remember anything. You're just like, man, whatever. I had a good sleep. That's rare. Or well, I guess I don't know. Sam might be more like a normal person, where like a good night's rest isn't like the rarest. It's not like a shiny Pokemon, right? It's, but either way, you have better rest whenever those are nearby.
Yeah.
But you have consistently missed the whatever it was. If there are words to it, you've missed the words.
Interesting.
Yes.
A week has gone by.
Mm-hmm.
Does that mean I need 7 days of wool growth on poor Ginger?
I mean, that is true. We can get 7 days of wool growth on her. You want to give that die there 7 rolls.
7
and add them up.
D2s. Yeah.
There should be a thing on a sheet for it.
Yeah. Well, I think I just click it there each time, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Bonus. No.
No bonus right now.
Yeah. Just want me to do it 6 more times, or
yeah, may as well.
Okay.
Get some mileage out of this here.
Yeah, might as well.
So it's 3. Or it was 2. We'll tally it later. So it's 3 total rolls. 4, 5, 6, and one more.
Just double checking. Don't want to roll over.
7.
Remarkably coin flippy
Wow,
right there.
It's funny. 10%.
Yeah.
Right?
Percent. Yeah. I don't remember if it was.
Hey, that horse is getting woolly.
Yeah.
Woolly. There you go.
Is that 35 after the 10% add?
Where I add it. It's been a minute since I've done this.
Yeah, you have to add it manually. It's under.
Okay. Is it the bio?
Somewhere on
or
the sheet. I think it's somewhere.
attributes? Wool. Probably. It's under wool. It's the it's the attributes and abilities first. So 10%.
Yeah.
So it went up.
So she was 45%. Yeah.
45.
Half woolly.
That's a fuzzy shorts there.
Ellie's asking if you sell the hair for extra cash.
No, the thing with yeah, you could, but since it is a pinto horse with a mixed coat, you would have to really like dye it or something like that to use it. Yeah, to try and make a thread or coat or something like that out of it. Now you could use it for cheap rugs, stuff like just a blanket that it's like it's a couple copper pieces, but something cheap. You're not gonna get it's not all white or all black or all brown like other shorts coats or sheep or heap.
Yep.
But yeah,
that is correct.
but yeah, it's woolly shorts.
So just so that it's official, go ahead and hit the wool check again after you've added the
Move it
10%.
again.
There it is.
Yeah,
45. Now where does that put her wool level now? Is she still on a tween coat?
Yeah, between 25 and 74.
Okay.
So no
yeah.
bonus.
So you still
Or
So
middle.
she's at regular stuff right now. Okay.
Yeah.
But she's getting pretty fuzzy. She's starting to look more
She
like
go
a
another week or
shorse.
two.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Starting to look more like a shorse than just a horse with an interestingly curly coat.
You could make probably like a pair of gloves out of the material now.
Yeah.
Maybe like
Yeah,
not
I'd say you
exactly a full
probably
coat.
I'd say you probably could. Yeah, because she's bigger than a sheep, so she still's gonna have
Yeah.
more wool. So, cool. Well, look at that. We got some
But yes.
cool folks.
More stuff is going on. Been sleeping well, unlike my real life.
Like any of our real lives, probably.
The true fantasy of Dungeons and Dragons is a good night's sleep.
I love waking up
or
and having
Pathfinder in this case, I guess, is a good night's sleep.
to cough for 20 minutes. Yeah.
So that's kind of what you guys have been doing, and then that's what I've already described what you've been up to there, Eli. Just kind of what's been taking up the time. So in that time, a few little like side jobs have come in. So we're gonna go over there, and then I will let you all introduce
Green
this to our
change.
audience.
To the side
Change
jobs.
indeed.
I'll let y'all decide which one I read based on how funny it will sound if when I read it.
Well, I think we're gonna take them, Panda. So you don't have to. Read.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're
that's
just
fine.
we're gonna each read 2.
I appreciate
So we'll start with yours, Hyperphase. Which one are you
Okay.
going to do, and then I'll zoom
I'm
it up.
gonna
in
read.
chat.
Can I have a grape first? This
Okay.
one on the bottom right here. I moved it. Let me zoom in so it's easier to read. Oh, hey, yes, there you go. You popped it up big.
Yeah,
I was gonna
Nice.
do that, but you did it before I could. So
yeah, I can do it for everyone. So
yeah. Fine. All right. So, can I have a grape? Hi, I've heard there's a weird purple berry my friend got to eat in Roa, I can't talk, a few months ago on a trip. They're always talking about it, and I'm kind of sick of it. People say you're good at getting stuff, so I was hoping you could find me a grape to eat. So it's not a big deal anymore. I'll pay whoever brings me a ripe grape 5 gold pieces. I'm not paying like some of these other things for a piece of fruit. It's got to be a really, really good price for just one, right? I'll throw in this really cool rock I found, though. It's heavier than a normal rock if you're into that kind of thing. Poster is Ubalek of Hearth Zidok. That I probably pronounced wrong. That's
yeah, he got it.
all right.
Zudok. All right, and Giselle, which one are you going to read first?
I guess I will go with board.
Doing the heavy hitters first. Huh? Okay, go ahead. I've zoomed it.
Oh, I thought you were gonna
Oh, I can do that.
pop
too.
it up like
yeah.
the
Yeah, I can do that. Oof.
board. Someone come hang out with me. I'm so bored, and I live in Galsegsocht.
Yep.
Oh my god, I can't believe I got that. I don't need to practice wave calling anymore. I'm already too good. All of my cool friends are shipped off to the Saikhan Naval Academy, and my moms are on vacation to Alyavar
Yes. Aliavar.
in
Bungia.
Vungia. I don't care about your gender or mine, age, social standing, or any of that. Just show up, don't touch me, I'll kill you, and be ready to walk a lot and lose at Vertiball.
Yeah.
Right? Okay.
Yes.
They're going to be gone for another 2 weeks, and I'll give you 10 GP for each week. You'll also get to stay in the guest room, and Amelia will cook for us. You can have one of these pots that lets you talk to fish, too. Poster Kala of Hearth Walitki?
Walitki. Yeah. All right. Next one, Dave.
I guess I will read the menace one.
Okay.
Okay. Menace. So, some shitty gang of miscreants is terrorizing people on their way between Saikhan and Kashyyyk. They've got an Avarok with them, and they're strong-arming travelers for protection. There's 8 guys in the woods there, including the big one. Armed, probably dangerous. The military is taking their sweet time, but I got permission to offer 1,000 gold piece reward for ridding the road of them. Like I said, can't reach that. I bet if they didn't have that muscle, they'd fuck off. Poster anonymous. Check at the fortress or something for the reward.
There is a cool little symbol on
Yes.
that one.
And that symbol is basically the mark of the military, essentially, to show that, yes, it is an official job. It isn't just a citizen saying it's official. It is. They just let the citizen put it up.
For those who don't know what an Avarok is, they big.
Yeah.
They
real
big.
They big indeed. They are a combination of Rakog and Avar, or Orc and Dwarf. And they get big. They get real big.
They big.
Which means our last one, read by Giselle, is going to be Help My Grandma.
Help my grandma. I'm a traveling merchant and I just got a huge opportunity in Sungguk, so I'll be gone for about 2 months. My cousin can't get out to my grandma to help her around the house for a while. She's on the outskirts of Diane, and normally I'm nearby to make sure she's doing all right. Is someone willing to head out there and visit her in the mornings and before sundown until my cousin can show up? I can pay for your stay at the Goose Bunny Inn in the Southern Ward for the time you're there, as well as the food. Once my cousin arrives, you'll be paid 16 gold per week. You end up out there. It's more than what most people make because there's wolves in the area. Poster Nemisty of Hearth Gult.
Gult. Yeah. Yeah. Side jobs. So, anyway, let's clear that a little bit. Scroll up here. Just gonna put these in the open job pile now. Yeah, I don't know which one to put on top. But anyway, that's them. So, and basically the way we're going to handle those, they're not going to be... These aren't like main, like big... That's why they don't pay like a crap load, right? These are things we can kind of handle in downtime if you guys want to spend time doing that, especially if there's something that someone wants to do that might take a while. It can also obviously earn you money and potentially like neat items or just making connections. So yeah, these are a thing, and you obviously have the opportunity to take those if you'd like to spend the time doing them, and they'll probably just involve like we'll do a little bit of RP for it, but not try to take up the whole session with it, right? You'll make some rolls, and we'll see what you get at it, right? Obviously, as the employer, since you're like being called a boss, Eli, ultimately you can decide, who's going to go on this or whatever, and if they want to, they want to tell you to fuck off, they still can, but you can be like, hey, I want you to do this one, and see if they like to, or you can send even, if you want to send like Hadeland or someone like that, you can do that too. But these are what have built up over the week that you guys have been back. They aren't people that have come to talk to you specifically. These are job postings that were collected. So that's been covered now.
Heck yeah.
And then what I figure we'll do is we'll give you guys, yeah, before we jump into something specific, I'm going to give you guys just a little bit of time to discuss what kind of stuff you kind of want to do next. I know Giselle, you've kind of told me a little bit of what Lamia was planning, but just so that like the group's got a consensus here.
Okay. Well, Lamia wanted to go get some potions. Of course, she's training Hattie in the morning. And she just wants to check up on Rahala. And if there was any leftover time, she would buy the machine for poncho making and all the materials, and then possibly deposit it at Aldowitz? Eli?
Trying to make like a station, put like a station in the office for making ponchos.
Yes.
Joe Station.
But why?
Because she wants to make ponchos.
But
Yeah,
why?
my poncho got dirty and not messy, and marks in it. I need to try and fix it. I'm not super great, actually. That's a lie. I'm actually decent, since I actually put a point in it now. But it's a necessary thing for Lamia. It's her pride.
I don't care if you do that. You can do whatever, as long as if you sell ponchos out of this establishment, we get a percentage. Because, yeah.
That I didn't intend to sell ponchos, but yeah, if I end up doing that, then yeah, cool. I'll get you a percentage.
Cool.
So where are you going to set up this poncho making station? This rented building has lobby, has 2 small rooms. One is Mayor's office and one is Eli's office. You have the storeroom, and then the sitting room, which is Hattie's office, but it's just where the front desk is. She usually is in the storeroom.
Is the storeroom? I mean, I know she's in the storeroom normally, but is it like very full of her stuff?
It's not full, no. There's space.
I would prefer you set it up in the storeroom, because that's an empty, not empty, but that's a space that there aren't going to be people in the way,
Yep.
so you can just do poncho stuff.
Perfect.
Or, sorry,
Yeah.
I said the sitting room is where, it's not where the lobby's where the front desk is. It's the room that's, like, just past it, where if you go, like, to the right, if you go to the right, you'll hit Eli's office. If you go to the left, there's the sitting room, so.
Yeah. Ellie makes a good point, and some places have an office pool table, and we'll have a poncho place.
Yeah, I don't think those are comparable. At all. No, not even a little bit.
But yeah, storeroom.
Okay. So that's the thing you're wanting to buy, obviously, so we'll tackle that. We want to do that, do some training. Otherwise, no other specific plans you had? You're not traveling or doing anything like that right now?
No, that is not her intention. Oh, but I did write that letter that I'm working on, that you've read, for my father / family.
Okay. I did not have a reply to that yet because I didn't know you were done
Yeah.
with it. So,
Well, not done, because I haven't finished the art, but
no.
etc.
That letter is not yet written.
That's fine then.
Yeah. Just to avoid any weird paradoxes.
Yep.
If you're not done with it, it's not done yet.
That is fine.
You're still in the process. Lamia is still in the process of writing it. So.
Yes. Okay. But that was Lamia's plans.
Okay. And then there was some other stuff I think you said you wanted to shop for. Or did you change your mind on that?
Potions. That was it.
Okay. Okay. Let's go. What about you, Eli? Anything specific you were wanting to try to get done? This is after that week has passed.
Yeah, I just businessy stuff. Pretty much it. Didn't have anything else really on my agenda other than taking care of stuff for the business.
Okay. Grabbing any of the side jobs or anything?
I mean, yeah, I'll probably end up doing that, but I mean, I'll
So which one do you want to do?
burn that bridge when I get to. I mean, I want to go look for a grape.
Because yeah, that's what we're at now. Is like if you're gonna, it's the thing you want to do, then you pick that now and be like, yeah,
I'm gonna
guys,
go look for a grape.
we're gonna deal with this grape situation. Okay. Are you just kind of doing that by yourself, or are you taking somebody else with you?
I feel like in character, I don't necessarily agree with this, but Eli feels like he can find a fruit by himself.
Right? And that it shouldn't be dangerous unless a grape turns out to be like some kind of weird contraband or something. No.
3 days pass. Hey, Sam, do you know what a grape is? No.
There it is. Yeah, I have a grape, so you accepted this one.
Accept.
Put that on there. Yeah. Or is there a better marker I could use? Nah, fuck it. That'll work.
Do it live.
It's accepted. Can I have a grape? Alright, so then we'll jump on that here in a minute. Because that'll take a little bit of time, which is fine. Might make some monies. And Sam.
Hi, Sam. Can't y'all tell with my country accent?
You gotta give the audience. You gotta give them a taste of, of horse Sam. Not super long. Just
well, no, I have to get into character too.
Not Sam as a
horse. No,
yeah, there you go.
Trucks, fishing. I'm Sam, Samuel Goodbean, and I'm just here.
Oh no, buddy.
I appreciated that. Thank you.
It just
peaked
stopped
your
at the-
internal mic.
His internal mic.
Your natural microphone
Oh.
peaked. Okay, thank you, Panda.
Yeah.
I think it's everything everyone ever wanted.
Yes.
I'll just redub this later. We'll put it on YouTube.
Oh yeah, sure.
No,
Yeah, that won't take several more hours than the stream is long.
Yeah.
I'll see who the cheapest person on like Fiverr is, or like the
Right then.
the dubbing people. It's like
Yeah,
$20.
where's that
I just need you to do a
website I was
voice.
going to?
Yeah, the voice actor thing you told me about.
Yeah, where it's like a lot of
Voice
people asking
acting,
for
writing.
stuff. Mhm.
Yeah.
I auditioned
Yeah.
for a few things and got none of them.
No,
Um,
talking isn't really painful.
That's-
Ellie in the chat says, "Geez, that sounded painful." Talking isn't painful. It's coughing that's painful.
Okay. But yeah, so Sam, what are Sam's plans?
Samuel is
Now that he's recovered.
interested in helping this grandma out.
Okay.
He doesn't know about spending. I gotta find it. Yeah, there it is. Because it's a week or two. I've already forgot.
Yeah, it's gonna be a week or two. You can just so that
Yeah, I don't know about.
if you
Being
want to
that
zoom it
far
in for
away.
yourself, you just click on it and hit Z.
Yeah,
For zoom.
it zoomed in for me as well. Because this is what are we in Tayan? I forgot.
You're in Saikhan. And I was actually just
Saikhan.
about to move you guys over so that I can show you. That ain't that's not a short ways, right?
I'll be right back.
Oh yeah, that's a good bit. That's a couple days of travel at least. Yeah, right? Yeah. What is it, like 20 miles a day? Something like that.
Yeah, and that's obviously you can't just
yeah.
cut across.
That's a lot of. Yeah, that's a lot of. Yeah, that's a lot of days. That's a week of travel or more.
Yeah, it's a long way.
So probably won't be doing that. I don't know. Have I started feeling any? I guess is the rock whispering to me? Is that the the divine power that would be flowing through me? So I don't know.
I'm trying to find out like what your plans are, and then we'll get to things that you can't.
Yeah. Well, let me think.
Because if you're just like single-mindedly focusing on figuring what that is, then that's fine. But
I'm
I
gonna
imagine
do
you don't
that. I'm
stop
gonna
your whole life for
yeah.
trying to figure that out.
I'm going to distorted panda. Yes. Hello, welcome, a average bear, to the stream.
That was cool.
You late? Anyways.
You're late. Sorry, I got super derailed. Because I'm not all here either. If I could split my time up trying to figure out the magicalness stuff, and I would like to see about maybe getting Ginger a little bit more used to like having me maybe attack, like practice riding around sword drawn and stuff like that, seeing if I could, or spear out. Oh, buy a new spear.
Oh, yeah.
I lost my other one, so get a new spear. Point one. And you know what? From that aspect, I would like to pick like a short bow and like a handful of arrows as well.
Okay.
So that way I could use it different ranges, and of course practice with those things outside the gates, basically, you know, to go be in nature area.
So with your riding around with Ginger, is she already combat trained?
I don't believe so.
It is, because it says Ginger combat trained.
Oh, yes, it is. Okay.
Yeah, Ginger's already.
Oh, yes, it
trained.
is. Okay.
So yeah, she's perfectly used to you riding around, swinging spears and stuff, flying around.
Okay,
by
okay.
her.
I guess that's more for me, but yeah.
Okay. So your stuff is going to be pretty simple to buy. Said a spear.
Mhm.
You pretty easily can get just like a full size spear or a short spear. Basically,
I believe it was full size.
Okay, because they're both throwable. So okay, spear you can pretty easily get. Should I go over to like the outer compound of the Saikhan fortress, and they've got like some surplus training spears and other stuff. But you're like, I kind of need one that's combat ready because I go out and do dangerous shit. And, it'll be 2 gold. So you'll spend 2 gold on a spear, and just a regular short bow, not like composite or anything.
I mean, what kind of bows do I find? I like ready.
I mean, in
Like,
Setsegia,
Setsegia is the land
archery
of bow people. Yeah.
it's very, very, very pronounced.
That's-
So you
like,
find short bows.
I'm coming from.
Yeah.
Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, you find some like kind of regular, what you would consider a regular short bow, or mechanically would just be a short bow, non-composite. It's not going to add any extra damage or anything for your strength, but you definitely find some composites of varying builds of like strength requirement, from +1 all the way up to +3, or what you can find easily. Which basically, if you don't have that's determined by like your strength bonus. So, for example, if you had a +1 strength bonus, you do not want a composite bow that has a +2 or +3 rating, because you're going to take penalties because it's too hard to draw. And that's actually built into the bow. It's not something you can just adjust on the fly in Pathfinder.
It's like a heavier weight or something.
Mm-hmm. There are. Let's see. You do also find the Ulu recurve bows, which you are not proficient with, which are essentially these very sturdy, like composite-like recurves that are native to this place. They're a culturally specific weapon to the Ulus. For you, because you're not native Ulus, they would be an exotic weapon, so you'd actually have to take a feat to become proficient with them normally.
Okay.
If you wanted to buy one and just sit there and just practice with it over time, you may eventually become proficient for free, so to speak. Time investment.
I'll tell you how this interaction is probably going to work out. Is I'm going to go ask to look at bows, and then they're going to say, because I just looked at the prices of bows.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, that's like 30 gold. I go, oh, I have like 32 gold total.
You have more money than that. You just haven't
Yeah,
gotten
wait.
paid yet by me. So if you write it off as a business expense, it'll
Yeah.
come out of that 3,000.
But following that train of thought, Hattie had a whole battle axe in storage. So, good chances are,
she actually had to go find a battle axe. She paid for that.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, did she? Oh, okay.
Yeah, that didn't come out of the storeroom.
I don't know. I might negotiate with Eli. Yeah, Eli.
You know those words I just told you? Those. Exactly those. Just pay for it, write me a thingy, I'll hand you gold for it. Or get a quote, hand me a quote, I'll pay you gold.
Okay.
You buy it.
I'll get a quote on a composite short.
Okay. So a composite short bow
bushel of arrows.
So it's going to come with 20 regular arrows.
Okay.
So if you want it to, if you want it to be worth being composite, you need at least a +1 strength rating on it. That's gonna make it 150 gold pieces.
150. Okay.
150. But for +2, it's 225. And +3, it's 300.
And I need at least that modifier in my strength to actually make use of it,
You need to be as strong as the rating or stronger, right? It can be lower than your strength. It just can't be higher than your strength, or else it'll take penalties.
Okay. Well, I have a +3 modifier in my strength.
Mm-hmm. So you could use the strongest one that you can find easily, right? They may have some higher rated ones, but you'd have to do a little more scouting for that.
I can't type. Okay. You said 150 for a +1, +2 was
225.
225. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I'll keep that in mind.
And that'll add to the damage that the bow does. So instead of just 1d6, it'll be 1d6 plus whatever that is.
Okay. Which is always good. And 75 for the base.
Mm-hmm.
But that's really...
You can you can change the strength rating. It's just not something you can easily do in the field. You take it to like a boyer or something, right?
Okay.
And they would pay for the labor, and then they could adjust it for you. Or you get some craft skills yourself, then you could do it yourself. It's still gonna cost money.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta get a new string. You gotta,
Yeah, like you can't put a 50-pound string. As somebody who shoots bows in general,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, you can't just put new limbs on a bow and expect the string to hold up. Like, but yeah, I will buy that spear.
That's just two gold.
Yep. So I got that. I still technically have 2 arrows.
You can shoot them.
Yeah.
What's the strength rating that you want on the bow? Is the name of the question.
Yep, I'll see. I'll bring the quote to Eli for the +1, 150 gold.
Okay. We're good to fast play that if you guys just want to talk it out real quick to see like.
I will just hand you 150 gold.
Okay.
Just that one. Okay.
There you go. Hoodoo.
It's good. 150.
I took it out of the business treasury. I mean, I added the 3,000 to the business treasury as well, so I took it out of the 3,000. But
they just haven't been paid out of it yet. Yeah.
Yeah, it's all in my business treasury.
Okay. So you get +1 for 150. So go ahead and add that to your inventory. That's a composite short bow.
Okay, so will it, about it being a +1, does it do that?
It's not it's just the strength rating +1. It's not enchanted. So what you'll do,
I think go to like 20. My attack.
Yeah, just add it to the damage. Don't add it to like the attack bonus, just the damage bonus.
Oop, I rolled. I clicked the wrong thing. I shot at something. No, so attack range plus
Yeah, go to the damage and put a 1. Don't put a plus sign.
Oh.
It'll break the whole thing.
Damage, not to
Damage.
hit.
Yeah, not to hit. To damage.
1.
Yeah, to hit would be an enhancement bonus, so like magical or.
That looks like that
master.
worked. Yeah.
Yeah. Which the other cool thing is if you do get this thing, and this thing gets enchanted, with like become a +1 composite short bow, strength 1. The damage part of that will still stack because the strength thing is not an enhancement bonus. It's just your ability score, which I'll explain if it ever happens. But if this was an actual +1 composite short bow, you would have a +1 to hit, but you'd have a total of +2 to your damage. And yeah, so on and so forth. So you get that. Like I said, it comes with 20 just normal arrows. Are you gonna buy more arrows?
No, 20 sounds fine.
It's not your main thing.
It says like 20 arrows weighs 3 pounds. That sound right? And I'll just have
20
to.
arrows is.
I dragged it to my inventory, so
I'll double check for you.
I'll just put next to ammo on the bow. I'll put 20 because that makes it sound right.
Yeah.
3 pounds sounds right for 20 wood shafted, metal tipped, tipped, tapped or tilted.
Yeah.
I think that's gonna be. I think it actually should be 25, but I'm good with calling it 20.
25 arrows for 3 pounds, or I'm confused.
Oh, sorry, I was mostly talking to myself. No, you're good. That's good.
Okay. Okay, cool. Yeah, practice for those things because I'm not used to them, and I guess if there's time while I'm out around, I'll go do some like light foraging and stuff like that out in not tour.
Okay.
Fun.
All right.
Like, ooh, a shiny rock.
Buying stuff's
So-
easy. Yeah, you do some just foraging to kind of look at the area a little bit, which that's fine. Are you looking for anything in particular? Or just keeping your skills sharp?
Skill sharp food. Yeah, I mean like fungus, strange things like that. Herbs,
Okay.
Grape,
grape. No.
single
I'm
grape, all
trying to
by
find a
itself.
single grape.
So, yeah, you know what? Yeah, real quick, just roll me a D100, Sam. Just see if you find anything out of the ordinary. 58.
Yeah.
Yeah, none of that particularly stands out. You find a few patches that you think will be pretty easily replenished, so like good spots, just like outside the city to get some foraged food and things. I'm not gonna make you roll your survival. You're pretty good at it, so. You get a pretty decent lay of like the outskirts of Saikhan, a little like wilderness, just outside the city, and some of the like the farmland and stuff around there. But we'll cover one more thing with you here before we move on, so we can finally give you your other stuff. Other stuff. So we're gonna say, probably for ease here. Actually, I think we'll have to handle that after checking a couple of things. We'll come right back to you.
Okay. Is it possible if I can run to the pattern?
Yeah, you should be good. I'm gonna go.
Okay.
I'm gonna handle some stuff with Giselle and then do a couple of rolls with Eli. All right.
Drinking a lot of water.
Right. Don't forget to mute yourself. He did mute himself.
Cool.
Sorry, he's far enough away from the bathroom. We won't have to listen to it.
So, there it is, Marshawn. So, Giselle.
Yeah.
We're training Hattie. You go to get potions, was the other thing you were buying.
Yep.
and you're trying to get like a little station for yourself for crafting ponchos.
Yep.
And that's so you have like craft clothing, I'm assuming.
What did I put craft? Yeah, I did. Craft clothing is correct. Yep.
Okay. So to just get kind of the basic tools for that is going to be about 5 gold.
Cool.
If you wanted some really nice tools for it, basically masterwork artisans tools, you could get that. You do find a nice place in Windforge that it basically is a good shop where they sell a lot of different tools and things. It like used to be, or it's a branch of some of the places that are kind of on the Harbor District where they used to sell like a lot of tools and things for ships and sailors and that kind of stuff. But like as different people with different professions and stuff started like rolling through, they expanded their stock a bit to be able to accompany or to accommodate a lot of different walks. Now, granted, the masterwork tools, of course, cost 55 gold rather than just 5, but those would give you a +2 on any craft checks made with them for that specific skill.
And I'm going to assume that's basically the kind of thing she's been forced to kind of work with since as a kid. So she'll go for those.
I mean, likely. The way that I mean, I know you're their kid. They probably didn't have you practicing on the expensive tools, right? They probably had you practicing on like the old ones that were cheap, and if you broke them, they could replace them. So you probably would recognize the like when you see like the masterwork set that they bring out. It's got like a few different little bells and whistles to it. It's like, oh yeah, okay, that reminds you more of what like your mom uses, like actually uses. Or I should say your parents, because they both are in this trade. But it's up to you. So which one did you say you actually wanted to buy?
I'll go ahead and buy the 55 one.
The masterwork? Okay.
Yeah. I am going to have to do quote from Eli on like this and the potions.
So, Eli, you handed over the 55 gold for the tools?
Yeah, sure. 55?
Okay. Yeah. Alright, so that is artisan's tools, masterwork, and it's going to be specific to craft clothing. Weighs about 5 pounds, but those aren't going to be on you. That's going to be in the storeroom.
Yep.
Okay. And then you're going to find a potion shop. You guys are in Windforge. Yeah, they eventually direct you to move the map again. Back to Saikhan. Yeah, that's why it's not moving. There we go. Go away. They eventually direct you to East Town. Or Saikhan proper. To a shop called Lunder's Liquid Wonders, which is run by a supposed alchemical prodigy from Benhia named Lunder Scoot.
From where?
Benhia.
Okay.
It's probably Viennic.
Neat.
And when you enter the store, like when you get to the store, it immediately stands out. It's 2 stories, and it appears that there is, you kind of have this like base floor, and you've got that like little canopy that protects from the rain. You have like the second floor, and it's got its own other little canopy there. It's just like this 2-tiered building. Excuse me. And as you approach it, it smells really good. And when you kind of look up there to the second floor, you can see like a little bit of like sort of smoke coming out of this like big open threshold. It smells like they're cooking some kind of barbecue in there. Like there's a restaurant on the second floor of this place.
Oh man.
And you don't see like a ton of like traffic kind of going in and out necessarily, but you do see that there are a few people like coming in. You see like a couple of like a small, very very small groups leaving. They're all dressed pretty nicely, and you just like as you get closer and closer, you keep getting this like more and more profound sense that they aren't like you. I don't know if you've ever like been in your street clothes or whatever, like what's this building, and you like go in there and everybody's like dressed up. I don't belong here. That's kind of the sense you'd be getting as you approach and like see what everyone else is wearing. And these are like, I'll call them obviously rich people. They have jewelry, they have very fine clothing, they talk a little bit different. And so when you finally enter, you can see that so the first thing you will notice is this floor is this beautifully polished, just like mahogany hardwood floor. And there is a kind of like a bench isn't the right word. Basically, it's a little like box. There's like one on one side and one on another. There are these like there's like a shoe rack on the left one that's just got like a bunch of these pairs, like just a bunch of little pairs of sandals. And there's like a few towels and things, and there is obviously like a rug kind of surrounding this little area you walk in on, where you're like obviously supposed to wipe your feet. But you can see that there are shoes in the right bin, and at first it's like, what is this? Did I walk into a shoe store? Well, no, you didn't. You can see that people are leaving their like big heavy boots and stuff that you walk around outside in on that kind of rack to the right, and you take a pair of these slippers, and then there's an attendant that basically takes the soiled slippers from you when you switch back into your shoes. You're not supposed to wear your boots or shoes in the rest of the store on this incredibly nice floor.
Oh, okay.
You see some different like racks of these like closed glass racks of what to you looks like expensive alcohol, but you can see this sign kind of above that says like potions galore, and it's like love potions, potions for strength, potions of wonder, and it's like it's another sign kind of on the far right wall that says like imbibe to have your wishes come true, with just all this sensationalist shit all over this place.
No.
And it's just these like huge glass displays full of what you think, even though they don't look like it, they're probably potions, just in like really fancy like decanters and other things, rather than just like little vials and stuff you thought they came in. And you see a few people perusing, and then there's like if you like kind of follow the right wall, you can see where there's a stairs upward. You can hear a bit more carousing kind of going on upstairs. Some voices, people talking. You hear some kind of music playing. Someone up there is playing a rousing rendition of a song that you recall your grandmother humming a lot, so it's probably fairly old music. But there's a whole vibe here, and everyone there is like just very clean, very very tidy, very like this isn't the only place they're going today. Like there's like a few couples that are probably gonna go have dinner or something after this at an expensive place, or you don't really fit in. Are you wearing your armor, by the way? Also, just out of curiosity. Are you one of those weirdo adventurers who just wears your armor everywhere?
Right. I'm trying to think. No, because no, not in this case. Because as far as she's concerned, she's just out in the town doing normal things, not mercenary work.
Yeah. So you're what, like a tunic and trousers, probably? like
Yeah.
just some
likely.
basic stuff.
Mhm.
So anyway, so you come in, you see all that kind of stuff. You kind of get struck by this. Just okay, this place is fancy.
Mhm.
But then directly across from you, you can see at this big like curved desk. You can see kind of a what do you call those things where you kind of lift the deal to like walk past it? I don't know what they're called. But one of them things, you got a latch and you lift it up so you can walk through an area. Yeah, it's that. But you see it lift on its own. And out from behind it, probably just missed them when they were behind the actual desk, is a Ven or a gnome man. Also dressed very, very nicely. He's got this like pressed, tailored sky blue like petticoat with these like long tails that go behind him, like literally dragging on the floor behind him about 3 feet. These what are probably like little like wingtips shoes. He has a bowler hat on that is also sky blue. I just knew the presence of a bowler hat would get a giggle out of me.
I love bowler hats. They're silly.
He does have a like one of those long like curly mustaches that is a vibrant like a deep purple color. You can see that he has like kind of swept back hair that like comes like you can see sort of the back of it's all like been sort of slicked back underneath his hat, but it's also a vibrant purple color. And so he kind of like walks from around and like he seems to be looking at one group of people and says, "Did you find what you're looking for? Ah, good. Okay, yes, of course. Just come ask me if you have any questions." And looks over to you and kind of strolls over and says, "Yes, welcome to the store. I haven't seen you before. I trust you're a new customer."
Yeah. I'm here to get a quote and come back later with the gold for 5 cure light potions, please.
Cure light. Just 5 cure lights.
Please.
Of course. Well, step up right here. You've got a very easy order to fill. I'll take care of you myself. And he kind of walks back around. And as he's approaching, the little thing lifts up, even though you think he could walk under it. You get right. You think he can walk under it, but it lifts up as he walks past and shuts behind him. You can't see him behind the desk for a moment. And as he kind of approaches, you see it like he's coming upstairs. And when he gets all the way like up behind the desk, he's about the same height as you.
Neat.
And he kind of puts his hand to the top of the counter and starts kind of moving his fingers around. And you can see these little symbols sort of scroll across the surface of the desk very rapidly. 5. Now you'll be aware, of course. Now this is a shop. We use premium quality ingredients. You won't find our prices necessarily the same as you would maybe a basic apothecary.
I want to sense motive to see if he's just BSing me to.
Go ahead.
All right. I am in the wrong layer. There we go.
Sense motive the bin.
I actually trained myself, so I have a better chance now. Still not very good, but okay. Nope. He's right. He's expensive materials. Got it.
Yeah, you're having a tough time reading them. You don't think he's lying to you, but also you just feel a little uncomfortable in this area. It's premium ingredients. So for 5 cure light potions, life-saving devices, that is going to be 500 gold pieces.
Oh my god, that's double. Oh, 500.
Yes, 100
okay.
gold pieces each.
Oh, okay. Then I guess I'll change that to an order of 3, and I'll be back with that gold.
Then that would be 300 gold pieces.
Right.
Well, when you return with gold, that is fine. I'll hold these right here for you, and I'll have my assistant come. Be on the lookout for you and know that your order's coming in. Who should I sign this to?
Oh, I am Lamia.
It kind of licks his thumb, and you just see him tap on this little package that he's like already clearly made up, and you just see your name and like very flowery looking Ulu characters just scroll across it. Very well, I'll set this aside for you. Will you be back today? He just puts it kind of
I
behind
should be,
the rest
yeah.
of it. Oh, very well. Well, when you do, my assistant will take care of you, and just spread the good word. When those potions save your lives, remember who did it.
Great, thank you.
He bows.
Are you Mr. Lunder?
I am, though my family name is Scoot, so I would be Mr. Scoot.
Okay. I just wanted to make that a note in my notes that is who I would talk to.
Yeah, Lunder's
Okay,
Liquid
yep.
Wonders, but his name is Lunder Scoot.
Alright. Yeah, alright. Lamia will go and get the money from Eli and pay for those 3.
Cool.
God, I wish my sense motive was better.
So, Eli, are you going to pay 300 gold for 3 Cure Light Wound Potions?
Sure.
Cool.
And she's gonna give one of those potions to you,
Uh,
and one to Samuel.
how much were these?
100 each.
Any of y'all train in appraise? Or...
Nope.
Oh boy!
Give me a second.
Actually, you know what I'm going to do?
I'm not.
I'm going to give Eli a knowledge level, because you live in this city.
I do. That is true.
And you may still choose to do the same thing, but I'm going to give you a roll anyway.
I mean, I will take it. Oops. Why did... There we go. Hey, look at my rolls. They're so good.
Okay, so what all you know off that roll then is that yeah, Lunder's is expensive. You remember there used to be some other apothecaries kind of around that area, like none of them are there anymore. The only other ones you've heard that there might be one in the Heath somewhere, and there's probably some others scattered around, but that's the only name you ever hear is Lunder's Liquid Wonders now. All the others have either gone out of business or moved to their part of the city.
Well, yeah, then it seems perfectly reasonable to pay that amount of money if I don't know of anywhere else to get stuff from.
You know rumor of other places. But
Right,
you
but I
have
don't
to go
know them.
looking.
So. Yeah, so that's fine.
300, and you get 3 potions of Cure Light Wounds.
Oh man,
Yeah.
it is what it is. A murderous monopoly. That is correct,
The
Ellie.
real enemy is capitalism.
Yep. Always is.
Okay,
Um,
yeah, that was my potion adventure today.
Cool. Alright, let's see. What else did we need to cover with you? I think that was basics. Train with Hattie. You're gonna go try to find Rahala. Okay. Let's see, doing some running around, blah blah. To find Rahala, you're gonna have to ask around a bit. So give me a diplomacy roll, and then I'll need the D4 to see how long it takes you.
Oh, my favorite.
Yeah.
Bam. Yeah, I found a snail.
Yeah,
I
that's
don't
true.
know that.
You
And
don't
it's
find
gonna be 4 hours.
nobody you talk to has talked to Rahala. And after an hour, it like becomes pretty clear like no one, either people who really don't want to like talk to you about this 'cause they don't know you and they're not gonna just like tell you where somebody is,
Mhm.
or they just have no fucking clue who you're talking about, which makes sense. She's not exactly as far as you know, not a known entity in this place.
Yeah.
It's a big city.
Yep.
I'm assuming you were mostly looking in Windforge. That's where
Wherever the theater
that's the
district would be. Yeah.
There's no theater district. There is a small theater in Windforge. There's another small theater in the East Borough. And you know that that's what you know.
Okay.
You're
That's
not
what I
from
know.
here.
Yep. All right.
All right. So that's just for today. Obviously, you can keep looking tomorrow. And then for Eli, let's get you started on your quest about a grape.
Yep, quest of the grape. Grape quest.
Grape quest.
Yes.
Oh, LA loves how high stakes the shopping music is, by the way.
Is the battle music playing?
I can't hear it.
Guys, the battle music.
It's not the battle music, Panda. You can rest.
It's the shopping music.
I must know.
At least I hope. I fucking hope I'm playing the right music. Okay, I am. Good. Okay. Yeah, great. So, you know what? So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to see if you know what a grape is. So for that, I'll need a knowledge nature. And if you're not trained, it's just an intelligence check.
Pretty sure I'm not. So let me double check. No, I am not. All right, intelligence. Yeah. Nope.
All right, Sam, give you a knowledge nature.
Thank you. I was like, nobody asks.
Well, we're not playing
I
this
would
like,
ask you. That's why you work
yeah.
for me.
Yeah, we're not playing this like second by second, so it's assumed that he goes, I have no fucking clue what that is, and goes to ask Sam.
Who knows?
Sam, you know exactly what a grape is.
Yes.
To you, that's honestly a weird question until you realize that you haven't seen a grape since you've been in Setsegi.
Oh. Yeah, I guess they must not grow here naturally or something. Too wet.
That just reminds me of the, no spoilers, but the conversation of what do you miss most about Greece? And Kratos is like, olives. And they're like, the fuck is an olive?
Right. The hell is an olive?
No spoilers. Oh, crap.
There's no
Correct.
spoilers in that statement, but
No.
that is a conversation.
Oh,
that
I didn't
occurs
realize
in
you were
Game
I
talking
Over
mean,
about
God
that's
of War.
technically a spoiler because it's a conversation, but whatever. Semantics.
It's in a sequel game where you know who the characters are, so it's
What?
fine.
Yeah.
God of War is not in Greek anymore. Is not Greek anymore. Oh,
This bastard, he spoiled it. No, anyway, so yeah, Sam, you know exactly what a grape is. So then presumably Eli explains the job to you, and if you want to give any feedback to this mission, you may, because your character knows what you know about grapes. Probably more, but
like what?
if you have anything you feel like you need to say, I know you're coughing, but if not, we'll just move on.
Okay. So like the yellow kind, the green kind, like the black kind, purple
I
kind.
do believe that it stipulates purple in the request.
Okay. Like the eaten kind or like the wine making kind.
He wants to eat it, so I would assume the eating kind.
Okay. So I give him some info. I would say it's probably, if they don't grow here, then it's probably kind of a exotic thing to get. So at a high end, excuse me, at a high end place, that would sell maybe like exotic meats or foods, and in turn also sell exotic vegetables and fruits. I would check there.
Where did the job stipulate that his friend had one? Was it Roroa?
Yeah, he got it in
Okay.
Raw.
So I will then see if I can find a shop that would sell things that were traded from Roroa.
Yeah.
So, since you know what a grape is now, I'm going to give you we'll give you a +2.
Okay.
This next thing is going to be a knowledge local check.
Okay.
It's pretty much to stipulate kind of if you know where the right areas to look. We're going to have a few rolls here. Okay, yeah. You definitely know the right places to ask. Roroa isn't... It's not the furthest thing from here, but it's across the water, right? You gotta cross
Right.
I believe it's the Fathomless Ocean. To get
I
to
mean,
it.
everything but Gurga's across the water, so.
Right.
But yeah, it's far across the water, right?
Yeah, it's not like right next door. So yeah, you definitely know to like kind of you're in a good place to like ask these questions. You're probably gonna go to the harbor district and like ask around there. You know to like ask a bunch of the sailors and stuff because there are trips that go out there and they do find a bunch of weird exotic shit. So you definitely have a good idea of that, and then you know what you're asking for. And like you can throw in some other details that aren't necessarily in the job. You know not to call it a berry because that's not what it is.
Right.
To say that they come in bunches rather than like, well, it's purple. I don't know, maybe
I'm
like an
looking for
apple
one
size.
of
And then you get up with a plum, and he's like, "Sweet, a grape," and his friend's like, "You're dumb." But
I mean, yeah, that is true. I could have easily messed that up and got him a grape. I mean, a plum instead of a grape. Or cherries, who knows?
right, which I mean, like, I don't know if you're looking for grapes. Like I was gonna say,
Okay.
which like cherries are great fruit, but like if you want a grape and someone gives you a cherry, like I
It's
wouldn't
not
be
the
happy.
same thing.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry. I was looking on the map. I pulled up the big map because I have the big
Yeah.
map in Google Drive because I was trying to figure out where Roroa is. It's not as far, but it's still not an easy trip, obviously. Because Delancha is way closer, but then you just kind of hug the coast of Delancha and you can get there. It's way easier to get there from Gurga.
So, you're right.
Or you can
the
hug the
red
coast of
stuff down there is Roroa for the chat.
Did you pull
Well,
it
he's
up?
saying the
Yeah.
Neat.
music's kind of overpowering compared to the voices right now.
Oh, that's a good GIF, by the way, that you just threw in our.
Drop it to 20. Boop.
Ah, yes, there you go. Thank you. I would like a Danny Grapes for my client.
Okay, so you made both of those. So now I'm going to have you roll a diplomacy check for gathering information at the docks.
Cool.
You're going to get a +4 to this check.
I believe I also will get a +2 because I am affable. Let me double check that real quick.
If you can boop it, go ahead and boop it, and I can tell you.
I will. Yep, I get a +2 on gathering information, and I do it half the time.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, you do have that. So that's total of
So I get
+6.
+6.
Mm-hmm. Neither of these is a trait bonus, so they all stack.
I needed that +6.
Good God, that's still high.
I rolled a 3. For those of you who can't see the regular roll. Yeah.
Yeah, you're it's up there. Good Lord. So yeah, that
man.
still came out to an 18 because of that giant bonus, and not get anything over this time. So 18. You are able to find out. Yeah, you're able to find out pretty easily that there was recently a shipment of grapes that came through. They were supposed to go to some big gathering, but part of it did get split off and is going to the good Lord, I'm forgetting my own shit. Hold on. Name. Saikhan Fortress, because, as you know, the Wind Spear is actually there. So they like sent some off like kind of as a gift and whatnot. So you could maybe go there, and if you offer to like buy them and that kind of thing, then you could probably get them. Or you could probably get some of them, or you can just be like, "Hey, I've never tried a grape before. Can I have one?" Like, as long as you can like find where they're keeping them, you could probably get them from there.
Cool. Then I would like to try that very much. So.
The other option would require some traveling because the rest were heading to Galset Soft.
No, I'll go with the not traveling somewhere first, and if that doesn't pan out, then maybe travel.
Okay. So you're gonna head to the Saikhan Fortress. and just try to see if you can ferret out where the grapes are. Now, are you going to be upfront about this? Just be like, hey, I just need a grape. I need one grape. Or are you going to like try to make a different excuse to get one?
Nope, straight up. I will just be like, I just need one single grape.
Okay. So this is going to be another diplomacy check. It is a little more difficult because these are for pretty high ranking members of society, so they're like not want to like necessarily mess with them. Mm-hmm. And you don't have the social clout to talk to like a higher up right off the bat. So you're kind of having to ask sort of just the general help, right?
Right.
I guess that actually raises another question. Do you want to try to talk instead? Like, do you want to like basically have to make some more checks and try to talk to somebody who has a little more authority, or just see if the help will help you out?
No, I feel significantly more comfortable talking to the help as former help.
Right.
So.
Okay.
Do I get my +2 for affable even because am I still technically gathering information?
Right now you are gathering information because this is going to be a 2-part check.
Okay.
So you're going to get that +2, and you're going to get so you're at another +6.
Okay, total. All right, cool.
Yeah, for this part of it. The next part is not gathering information.
Well, there we go.
Yeah, you find out exactly who to ask when you get to the fortress, so you don't like run into a bunch of security and take a whole bunch of extra time. You don't like people aren't talking about like this weird guy asking about grapes by the time you reach someone. So you kind of just like you just like get to someone who like has like a tray of them nearby, basically.
Yeah.
Plead your case really quick, and now you just have to convince them. That's only to gather information.
Yeah, that's what it says.
So that's not going to apply here. Because of your other like cumulative successes, you haven't failed a roll yet. I am still going to give you a straight +2 to this. Okay. Normally, you've actually been at a penalty, but
so it's just
still diplomacy.
+2.
Still diplomacy.
Yeah.
If you want to cast anything or do anything extra to try to change that, then you're welcome to. But nope. Another 18. Excellent. So you were able to easily convince the guy with like the big ass tray of grapes there, and he's like, to him it's like a million of them, right? It does look like this weird cluster because you've not seen these before. it's just this weird cluster of stuff. You can't really tell when one group of them like starts and the other ends. They don't have a smell like at all. They just kind of look odd. But yeah, he plucks one off and hands it to you and bids you good day. You have received a grape.
Woohoo!
Item get.
Give the single grape.
Is it ripe though?
Yeah, it's gonna be ripe. I'm not gonna. With all those successes, I'm not gonna try to gotcha on him for that. Especially because he knows what it is, right? There would have been a lot more risk if you hadn't made your check or if you weren't available, Sam. Because he would have had a lot less knowledge of what the hell it was. Yeah. So I'm gonna bring us over here real quick to pull this over into the job's done. You should go turn in the grape. Ublek is I wouldn't call him overjoyed when you show up with the grape. He sees it, he's just like, wait, that's it? This is the thing that he's been just beating down the walls about? Okay, whatever. Gold, man. Hands that over. Really do quick work. It's literally been like a day. So
I was just very fortunate that they had some here and was able to get one. So
well, that's good, I guess. I guess I can have more if it's like the best thing ever. He just like, pops it in his mouth. Oh, there's a sheet in it. They're pretty good though. Man. One's not enough, you know?
They do come in big bunches. Yeah, I try and explain how grapes come.
Right.
Because I saw it, obviously.
He's just kind of nodding. He's like, oh, okay, that makes sense. Well,
Don't forget about
it was,
the rock.
It was pretty good, but God, he was bragging so much you'd have thought he found the elixir of eternal life or something. Oh yeah. Anyway, so that's your money, and reaches into his pocket, and this is the rock. I don't know if it's special or anything. I've just had it for a while, and when he puts it in your hand, it is a dense rock. It feels almost like a hunk of lead, even though it just looks like a normal stone.
It's one of those where you hold out your hand and you're expecting to just do this, and you go, "Oh,
yeah, it's got some heft to it. It's a little weird." And because this is like a little quest reward thing, I will just tell you what you won, which is go back to the right page. There we go. Yeah, fuck it. So yeah, what you've received is a burden stone. And basically what those can do, you can throw them at someone wearing metal armor, and it'll stick to the armor, and their encumbrance level goes up by a step.
nice."
Yeah.
All right.
Now this is a one-use item. However, this one is a little bit special in that if you have 2 lodestones and you leave it with those lodestones overnight, it will recharge it. The one lodestone will actually be will crumble. It'll be destroyed out of the 2. But you can recharge it by just getting those, which lodestones are roughly 1 gold piece each.
Neat treat to play on your friends.
Right. As long as they're wearing metal.
Paladin being too lawful good.
Burden stone.
Rude.
So on that note, because it is 10:55, we can take a 5-minute break. Be back here at 11.
Okay.
Yep, sounds perfect.
I know I just took a break, but I gotta eat one again.
Yeah, I don't blame you. So yeah, we're going to the away screen, and we will be back in 5.
Can't spell where. Yeah.
There we are.
Pizza?
Yeah, I have a
Yeah,
quick
A
apparently-
slice of this pizza story.
So
I've
yeah,
heard of
slice
pizza
this pizza
story.
story. The quick pizza story is that I imagine getting this stone was very much like this time that we went to Chicago for an NXL event, and I, being a family member of a bunch of Chicago natives who travels to Chicago, am well used to Chicago-style pizza. My friends on my paintball team are not. So we got pizza, and I walked in the hotel room I was carrying it all, and went to hand it to somebody, and they held out one hand like this, and I went,
This pizza story.
because Chicago-style pizza is dense. It is basically a casserole. And these are heavy, dense pizzas. There's 2 pizzas. They think, I can just grab 2 pizzas one-handed. I was like, nope, no, you can't. This is like 25 pounds of pizza. And so then I made him hold it with 2 hands to take it from me.
Well, all right then.
What was that pistachio nonsense you just held up to the camera?
Got a sealed pistachio.
Oh, of course you did. You got to hit it with a hammer now. The hammer's out here. Come get it.
So
Bite.
No, I got enough few problems.
I mean, I didn't say bite through it. I just said bite it. Jesus.
I said hit it with a hammer. This coming from the guy who wants to bite metal.
That's why you got teeth problems.
Only the biteable metals, though. Those are the ones.
They're all biteable. You could bite any of them.
As long as you can fit your mouth around it, it's biteable.
Okay, so as long as it's a wall, it's hard. I mean, you can't find if you can't find the corner, then you can't bite it.
No, then you're just licking a wall like a weirdo.
I mean, it depends on
Well,
how
you could
well
lick
you can
the
unhinge
wall,
your
but-
jaw.
Oh, like gallium or zinc.
He's talking about soft metals.
Average Bear says, I'm biteable. Which is true.
He does indeed.
He is.
He does
He
have
has,
metal in his
he has metal in his neck that's biteable.
I know.
All
if
of
I was a
these things are
vampire,
true.
I might chew my face.
Then you need to go to the
Okay.
vampire dentist that's here in Norman.
Vampire
I,
dentistry.
Yeah.
but yeah, make sure to. I didn't type up a whole thing to just hand you, so you'll need to put the details of that burden stone in your sheet.
Already done.
Sick.
Good job.
The grape job is complete. grape. In case any of those letters got drowned out, I want to make sure everyone who hears my voice knows I said grape with a G. Okay.
Fire to the radiator and grape you in the mouth.
Shut Panda is literally avoiding this.
I didn't hear anything.
I'm the worst
Here's
person
for-
that should be saying grape.
Yeah.
Oh,
I shouldn't say words right now,
fuck
sir.
it, the grapist from
Oh, okay.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh god. Okay. Anyway.
Okay, that makes more sense. I heard
Why'd you just
something
put
about
a
like
G
a
in the word
radiator, and I
therapist?
was like, "What the fuck?"
Fucking hell. I'm trying not to. Okay. Cool. So you guys, your days are spent. You've all spent
Yeah.
at least that first day, which means we can cut back over to Sam
Yeah.
It's
for
me.
nighttime shenanigans.
Nighttime.
Nighttime.
Tea time?
No.
Nighttime. Oh,
Because, Sam, you have a dream.
a dream?
A very real dream. In fact, a lucid dream. Where basically the instant that your mind kind of crosses from just general slumber into that REM state, whenever you've fallen completely from consciousness, you feel a sense of motion, like you sink down through your mattress, and there's that brief, that like weird falling sensation that I'm sure people have gotten. It's awful. Where for like if like right on the edge of sleep, sometimes you feel like you drop off of something, you kind of do that like grab that side of the bed real quick, or like if you lean back too far in your chair, that surprise drop back free fall sense. You get that.
It's our body trying to double jump out of it.
Do you guys remember the library chairs at school? We all went to the same high school, by the way.
Dude,
Oh,
How
yes.
they had the section where you went back and it was normal, and then you went back even farther, but it was still how far the chair was designed to go
Yeah.
back.
So
but you
imagine
definitely thought you were falling.
a low poly rocking chair.
Yeah. It was weird.
yeah, like it pretty
Had
much had
sections.
two stopping points to lean back on, but it was always that second one, because most chairs don't have that. So as soon as you cross the threshold for the first, you think you're gonna die. Like your life flashes before your eyes. And
He's like, oh, never mind. And then I, being me, because I can't sit straight in a chair, would push back on that second one even farther to try and sit all the way back.
my worst experience in one of those was leaning back too far, having the panic reaction, and I fucking banged my knee on the bottom of my desk when I like panic jerked to like sit up, because like one knee came up and the other like shot down to try to like counterbalance my like shunt forward, and I just boom just kneed the shit out of the bottom of my desk and dead legged myself. And like the middle, stupid bro. I hated those chairs, which is like to this day, chairs that have that function, I lock them. I don't use the
no.
lean. Like nah,
That's fine.
I'll lean back in a chair that doesn't. I just lean against the back of it. I don't want it to go nowhere. But like this chair, I could unlock it. I ain't gonna.
You're like, no. I got yelled at in school a lot for leaning back all like in chairs on the back two legs and then also sitting on desks. I don't know how to sit in the chair properly.
You're not insured.
Yeah, so
You bust your head. That's yeah. Also, like, what teacher wants to deal with that?
yeah. My French teacher was on one about it. She was like, stop sitting on my desk. So then I sat on her desk when she walked in. That was funny. I was just sitting there.
She told you
like,
to stop sitting
She's
on her
like-
desk, so you sat on her desk?
Yeah.
Or
Yeah,
she told you to stop sitting
I know.
on your desk, so you sat on her desk?
She said her desks, as in all the desks
Oh,
in the classroom, I believe.
desks plural,
So I
gotcha.
sat on her desk specifically.
This is why you have that bounty in France. Anyway, okay, Sam. So you have that terrifying drop back moment, and right as you like reach out to like try to like grab purchase, your hands clasp on things, your eyes shoot open, and you realize, holy shit, you are actually falling.
Oh,
And You are dropping through a canopy of leaves, just like thick foliage, like you're falling through the like canopy of a dense forest. You can feel like sticks and branches whipping by. You grab one branch with one hand and roll me a reflex save.
Okay. Reflex. Can't sing the song.
19.
19.
You get one branch with one hand. You grab another one right as that one in your right hand snaps, but the other one holds tight, and you stop your descent. And so you're kind of hanging there for just a minute. You have to like kind of get a hold of this other branch, sort of like looking around. You can't see anything. There's leaves, these big broadleaf trees and such just surrounding you. You're still like in the middle of this canopy. You still got like other spots getting poked and stuck by other pieces of wood. You get both hands on this and roll me a climb check to see if you can kind of get yourself up to like steady. This branch is thick, like 3 C's. 3 C's branch. Yeah. Not like 4, because that'd be like torso sized, but.
I don't think I get a bonus to this because I'm in the forest.
So climb would be athletics, but
yeah.
I don't think you're favored to hit favorite terrain again. I'm getting addition blindness, so I need to see it. Go ahead and boop it. Initiative checks and knowledge, perception, stealth, survival. Leaves in the trail can't be tracked. That's it. Okay, so yeah, no bonus to this. So just be your athletics. I said climb, but
Sorry, was there a bonus?
no bonus.
No bonus. Okay.
Just didn't need it.
25.
Get your arms all the way up, like swing your leg around, and climb up onto the branch. For a moment there, all you're hearing is your own heart kind of pounding in your ears while you kind of like catch your breath, and it becomes very clear to you that this is real. Like, you can feel this branch. You feel a little lightheaded. You definitely just woke up. You're not in the. You know you were just in the inn. You have no fucking clue how you got here. And you start to realize you can hear animal sounds and things in the distance. And in fact, you can hear rain and wind. You hear there's a storm. You're like so deep in these leaves and things that the rain is not actually even reaching you.
Yo, by God, I've gone into the storm.
All right, guys, that's it. Have a great night. It's
it.
been fun. We lost D&D, but at least we had fun along the way. Right, back to
No, serious. I had a real question. Am I wearing
you
clothes?
went out.
Yeah, like did I get?
Cute butt.
Are you wearing clothes?
I mean, I wore stuff to sleep, so I don't sleep
What were
in
you
the
wearing?
nude. Like light trousers and a shirt.
Then
Probably
that's what
like-
you're in.
Oh no. Okay.
Um,
Fully armored. That's how I sleep.
Nope.
Not
Yeah,
even I do that, and I have
Not-
armor training.
I don't got weapons. Man, I got these.
Just you,
I got my grabbers.
the
That's what I was
grabbers,
gonna
right?
say.
You just hear a wind, rain, some thunder rolling above, and animal noises below and around you. Some whoops
Alright.
and hoots and chirps, flutters, rustles.
Do I recognize any of these animals?
Roll me a nature check.
Like, I'm currently like, oh man, like knowledge nature. Sorry,
Yeah,
suppressing
you said
cough.
knowledge nature.
No bonus.
Uh,
I have to look at it again.
oh, it has to be geography. That's fine.
Yeah, geography specific.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, this would be nature.
I mean, technically, I have more points into this, anyways.
Natural 20, of course. You recognize a lot of these sounds, actually. You definitely recognize some of these bird calls. You recognize some of these are monkeys. You hear monkeys. Haven't heard or seen monkeys since you've been in Setsegia. And even as you're looking around, it dawns on you that it's dark. It's definitely dark. You can kind of see it mostly at the edges of your vision, but like where you tend to be looking, you can kind of you can easily make out shapes. The color is off, muted. Like you're looking at something at night with really good detail, though. But even kind of like examining the broadleaf trees and such here, these aren't actually what you thought they were. These leaves are big, but it seems like they're scaled up. Like they are a scaled up version of trees that you would see back in Delancia. You haven't really been seeing as much here in Setsegia, or maybe I shouldn't say here. Maybe you're not in Setsegia. You know there are some pretty deep, dense, and dangerous forests in certain places in Delancia, though it is mostly plains. It strikes you more as that, but like it's been scaled up. Like everything is giant almost. Yeah, I would say you probably conclude that you're not in Setsegia. You may be in Delancia. Based on some of the animal culture here. This is an at 22. I was going to make hero perception, but you also think you hear something a little more alarming below you, far below you. Tiger.
Oh.
Very distinct sound. That's a tiger. It seems to be moving away, but it's definitely down there somewhere.
Okay. Well, I'm equally at risk in the tree as I am on the ground with the tiger. So,
Are there any animals you were hoping to hear or you expected to hear?
I mean, you told me I heard some birds because and stuff like that. Definitely, like, just hoping I didn't smash a poor nest or nothing like that.
Not that you can tell.
I mean, there's not a little squirrel guide to greet me, is there? But
you kind of look around hopefully for there to be a squirrel guide.
Like, okay.
You're pretty sure you looked there a second ago and there was nothing, but when you kind of look back toward where you think probably the trunk of the tree is, based on the thickness of the branch, you do see a squirrel.
Oh.
That seems to be kind of peeking out from some of the leaves, and it like looks at you for a moment. It takes like a tentative step out and it pauses. Just takes a step back and then kind of seems to beckon you towards it.
Okay.
This is a big squirrel too.
So everything's scaled up.
It's like the size of your torso. It's a big squirrel.
Oh, big squirrel. It's a jack
This
squirrel.
is a real big squirrel.
Tire squirrel.
Big.
Big. 3 E's.
Yeah.
Big squirrel. I guess I'll do my best to
Shimmy
follow
over
her. Yeah.
there. Got any other athletics check from you?
Okay.
You don't want to fall.
Yep, I do not. 12.
12. It's taken some effort. As you're kind of making your way over there, you realize that your arms and such are getting pretty tired. You've been like holding on with your legs quite a bit. You start to this like soreness and stuff that you were feeling a little bit. You're like, oh shit, yeah, I'm still not 100%. Thought I was, not 100%. Or maybe your body is still waking up, but you're just having some trouble like shimmying your way over there. But you make it. Just takes a little bit of time. And in that time, you start to hear some more that alarming noise from the forest floor get a bit closer. Not moving upward, thankfully, but definitely like it came back your direction. But you do finally kind of get past some of the leaves and such. You like probably manage to turn yourself around and crawl, like, or pull yourself toward the squirrel.
Yeah.
It like moves back behind some of these leaves and such. You get past that, you can see where this like big wide trunk is. You couldn't put your arms around it if you tried. But you can, once you get over that point, you can kind of see a little bit more of the area because you're mostly looking at the branches. You can see like where you can drop down or try to climb up a bit higher. And it looks like the squirrel is jumping and kind of making its way downward and then like waiting for it at certain landings. So, but it is getting closer to that dangerous sound. But you continue to try to follow it, I assume.
Yes.
Anything else on Sam's mind while he does this?
Boy, I wish I had those gloves of the ice bear, whatever they're calling it.
Yeah, gloves of the ice bear.
Yeah.
Roll me a charisma check.
Okay. Charisma. No bonuses. 9.
9. Oh shit! In hell. I was supposed to give you a bonus. Okay, reroll with a plus 4. Right, because I'm reading that correctly.
Okay, yeah, 12.
So 12.
Yeah.
So as you're about to like kind of take your first step, you're like, oh shit, God, those gloves I've never used would be really useful right now. And you kind of like readjust yourself. You hear like a clink as your hip like hits part of the branches. You look down and realize that you have your belt, even though you just have your night trousers on. Normally you don't wear your belt, and attached to your belt are the claws of the ice bear.
Oh. Currently he's thinking of like, I wonder if I could just, man, I wish I was back in the inn sleeping, but I'm like, I don't want to do that. I need to figure out what's going on. So I'll take the time to put those on. Which I'll have to reread what they do because I can never remember. So I never use claws of the ice bear. That's what they're called.
Yeah.
Which I don't think I can boop.
Hit the eye next to them if you've got them in your inventory.
They're in my inventory. I just have them miscellaneous.
Yeah, the little eye icon next to it. That should boop them.
No, I don't. Can I drag it from the?
I don't think so. It's all right. Let's do. Ooh.
Yeah, sorry.
Over here, I can scroll down.
Yeah. No, let's get a +2 competence bonus on climb checks, and acrobatic checks, whichever.
Yep. Or you can get spider climb for
up to 3 times per day.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I will.
The spider climb is only 1 round.
Oh, is it 1 round?
Yeah, 3 times per day, which can still be really useful because that just lets you move your full speed climbing.
All right, I'll get those on, and
so that will give you a +2 to your acrobatic or athletic checks in these cases.
Yeah.
Then they also function as
I'll
weapons.
use that for now. Yes, I'm not unarmed. I now have things on the hands.
Right.
Yes.
Okay, so go ahead, roll another athletics with a +2.
X +2.
And anytime I'm asking for that, if you want to use a round of the spider climb, feel free. Let me know. Okay, 27, easy. You can start, shucking your way down there, following the squirrel as it goes, getting closer and closer to the source of the noise. Gets a lot closer.
I'm getting closer to the noise.
Yeah.
I'm moving
You're going
closer.
down. Yeah, you're going downward.
Okay.
The
Can I do a sense motive on the squirrel?
on the squirrel? You reach like one
squirrel
branch,
like leading me to a trap.
then another, and you kind of look back at this squirrel, and it looks back up at you. And yes, I will allow you a sense motive. Eight. Best I can give you is this is a squirrel, so you're following it, and that's the best I can give you, honestly, with an 8.
No, I get it. It's a squirrel. What do I do?
So you can choose to continue following it, but it does like stop and like look at you when you get to the branch that it's on, and it looks down, like it kind of acknowledges that there's a sound coming from down there. You can see it take this big kind of breath, and then jump off the side of that branch. And then the squirrel like spreads out its arms and there's like little limbs, and it glides out of view. Just, you can see it like kind of exit this like broad area where you see most of the branches. Like it goes through the leaves again, so it's out of view. I think you're still supposed to follow this. You can't glide, or can you?
I mean, that is. Do I have access to my spells?
Do you?
Yeah, I mean, I leveled up. I just don't know how we're.
Don't think mechanically right now.
Huh?
Don't think mechanically right now.
Oh no! I can't. I can't glide.
Thinking Sam's head of what's going on here.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, that's kind of far to jump.
Just keep climbing down.
I guess. Most logical thing in my head.
Okay. Go ahead and roll another athletics check.
Sure. +2.
Yep, +2. 14. Alright, make your way down. They kind of scrape through part of it, and you see this big chunk of bark come off. You almost completely lose your grip on the tree. As you kind of start to reestablish it, the other claw on your left hand scrapes down. You can feel it catch kind of past the bark into the actual, like the timber. It will kind of reestablish yourself and get a hold of it again. And you don't hear that growling anymore. You slid down maybe 10 feet, as far as you can tell. You look back behind you, you can see past the leaves. Oh, there's a tiger there, alright. Maybe... Now here's where it gets a little weird. This tiger is roughly the size of a medium-sized house. But you've got about that same amount of distance between you and it.
Oh, okay. So it can get me.
Might be able to. So I'm assuming you kind of like freeze for a second.
Yeah.
As it's not looking at you. It seems to be kind of stalking the bottom of this tree, which is enormous. You're basically on the side of a cliff face, you may as well be. It starts to turn in your head. Either you are very small, or everything here is fucking enormous. You can see just kind of past where the tiger is. It seems the canopy opens up and you can actually see some rain falling. You can see kind of the flashes of light from the storm, which seem to like give this burst of saturation and color to parts of the area that they don't have when you know you're in darkness. So what do you do?
I'm gonna
Climb
use
back
a
up?
spider. No. I made the decision to go down. I'm gonna use a spider climb though. for this next check.
Okay. So with spider climb, you're not gonna have to make a check. Are you just making your way further down?
Yep.
Toward the tiger?
Quietly.
Okay.
That I can.
Stealth.
Yes.
I'll need a
So
stealth
do a
check,
stealth roll.
which
I don't believe it's covered.
It does. It does. So you have a
Oh, he's stealth.
you have a +2 to your stealth checks.
2. I'm not wearing anything, so should be pretty good.
Basically, grab one of these big ass leaves and kind of like rip sort of the bottom of it and tie it around you like a cape. So you're just this leaf climbing down the side of the wall. Okay.
Camouflage.
27. So this is like a kind of a 6-second burst, right? Right.
Yeah.
So you're moving stealthily. So rather than like a full 30 feet down, you get 15, but fast, stealth and quiet. And well, I guess you're double moving. It's going to be 30 feet total. So you're much closer to this thing, and it does turn and seem to be kind of looking around the area, sniffs the air a few times. There's something about this tiger, the way it's moving, the way its eyes look. It's unsettling. It seems too intelligent. It isn't. You know how animals move. You know how tigers move. Even they're in Delancha. You've seen them. Based on your check, you say you've seen them.
Yeah.
They're because there's actually zoos in Delancha too. So, this one is just there's something off about it, and as you get a little bit closer to the ground, you can see something underneath it that it seems to not be leaving the area, like kind of just like below sort of its torso, like it keeps sort of circling this space. You see what appears to be a pretty sizable hawk just lying prone underneath this creature. It's got these odd, like, sort of silver bands around its wings, part of the coloration, not a physical trait. But it's like it's lying there. You can see it just barely breathing, kind of slow and ragged.
It looks hurt, I guess.
It definitely looks wounded. And right as you notice that, the tiger snaps its head around, doesn't look directly at you, kind of looks above where you are, takes a few steps to the side. You hear this guttural, this low growl come from it. There's a slight hum to it, some strange pitches and valleys to its tone, and you can understand it. You know exactly what it's saying. It says, "I know you're there. Come out. This guardian is conquered, but I know you will not let me have its blood. Face me with valor, or die in shame. I will find you." It turns and circles the other direction.
About how far away from it am I on this tree?
From your perspective, you're probably about 80 feet. You got a little bit of distance.
Okay. So not safe to jump on it from this point.
No.
Okay.
But you could get there. Is that kind of your objective, to try to get to a point where you could leap onto it?
Yeah, I'm gonna try to see if I can get its back. Yeah, basically, like, how do you, attack a wild, attack a wild animal with no weapons? Basically, try to choke it out or something like that. Like.
Oh yeah, you're not gonna.
If you're in a room with a tiger, how do you? Yeah.
You are not the size of a medium house.
I am not.
But so you start making your way slowly down that direction. Go ahead and roll me another stealth check. But we're gonna focus on the stealth rather than the acrobatics here.
Okay. health. To. Okay.
Jeez. Okay.
I'm a sneaky boy.
So you get down close enough that you can hear when its fur kind of bristles against the bark of the tree. It makes a sound like that fur is way too sturdy. Scraping. But you get within 10 feet of where it stops. And so it looks up into the leaves. Its head snaps over. You see like just the briefest glimpse of a little flying squirrel moving from branch to branch, as probably acting as a distraction. 10 feet. You're
10 feet from it or 10 feet from the ground?
from it.
So like another additional
Yeah.
X
You're
number of
talking
feet
about
to the ground.
You're like
The
35,
ground.
40 feet, yeah. You got
Okay.
ways. If you miss, yeah, that's a long fall. Survivable, but a long fall.
Well, God, if its fur is that sturdy.
Just because it's huge, you know.
Yeah. Oh, this is a dumb idea. Where is its head at? Like, is it facing me or?
It is turned away from you. So you can see like kind of the back of its head at the moment. You know it's going to whip back around any second. Right? And like start looking up this tree and kind of pull away from it for a bit before it circles back around.
I'm gonna do. it.
You're basically right above like its shoulder blades to give you perspective.
Do a terrible idea. I'm gonna jump at its face.
It's like as soon as it turns, you're going to leap at its face.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and. I'll tell you what I'm gonna try and do.
Okay.
And I'll let you tell me if this is a terrible idea or maybe a good idea. I'm gonna try and hurt one of its eyes, or nose or something. One of its olfactory senses. To
Okay.
disrupt it being a tiger. Like
Disrupt it being a tiger, right?
yeah, like
Make it less of a tiger.
a king of a jungle, type
Yeah.
situation. Like, oh yeah, well, if a tiger's missing an eye for a predator, that's a huge loss. Or damaged eye, or damaged nose.
I feel like I'm on the wrong music releases. Let's switch it up for a second here.
A wimbo whip, wimbo.
No.
No,
I messed up by not having an ambient for like forest noises, but whatever. Hindsight. So you're gonna leap at it and probably like try to get one of its eyes, essentially with your claws.
Yeah.
I'm assuming you're going to hold on to it so you don't fall. Like,
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
Gonna,
that's the plan.
I'm gonna go try to grab onto its eye.
Okay. So you're trying to time this that as soon as it turns, you just push off and leap at it. Are you using one of the rounds of spider climb to like make that easier on yourself?
Yeah, why not? I'll do that. 'Cause I'm down to one left, right?
Yeah, after that you'd be down to one.
Okay.
That basically lets you like plant your feet and like leap pretty easily, almost like the tree is just ground. You just chose what direction was up and down for you.
Promised I didn't make Wolverine, but I made a button chop short guy that has claw hand. Who's leaping at people from trees. No,
Let's over here. Oh no, I've done it bad. Hold on. Where is the cosmic eye? Go away. There we are. Okay. So as soon as it turns, like you plant your feet waiting. So as soon as it turns, burst of motion, leap at it, give me an acrobatics. You still get your +2. Or not acrobatics, I should say athletics or acrobatics. It's going to be your choice. I'm going to give you a +2 to either.
athletics.
Okay.
I guess it's way higher.
Yeah. 28.
28.
You're on target. As soon as it turns, you can see that look in the pupils of it, like noticing you and focusing on you. You see the mouth, like the jaw, just slide open. You see those like giant stalactite teeth. Like it's about to just snap you out of the air, but you're a little faster than it anticipated. It does get the that eye closed as you get over there, so you sink these claws right into the eyelid. It screech, roars, just rears up, and starts to try to like tear you off of its face.
Mm-hmm.
So Sam, as you latch onto its eye, essentially, paint me a picture. How does Sam see this going in his head?
Uh, very successfully. No,
Like,
no. And he's
Yeah.
like, yeah. I mean, this one time I had a, fly landed on my eyeball. And I was like, and I hit myself in the eye, and it hurt me. But I got like these like claw hand things. So even I like land on it, even like if it gets a hold of me and pulls me off, I'm holding on, so it's still going to do damage to me. And if it is disrupted, like even if I do get its eye and it's momentarily stunned, I'm going to try and grab this bird and haul ass. Like, yeah, I'm going to be brave and confront you, but then I'm going to run.
So it like hit you. Feel the impact on your back. You like crush you against this thing. It's just like it may as well be steel skull. It's just this thick material. Wham! You can feel yourself crushed for a second, and because you're so small compared to it, and it's just trying to remove you. It doesn't want to claw its own eye out, right? It does mash you a bit and like rake you down, but it pulls its paw away as like because your claws just dig in further, so it starts to like try to shake you off. I need you to roll a reflex save. Just like whips its head a few times. It's gonna like drag that part of its face through the dirt.
Dirty 20.
The words are gone. It's just making tiger noises at this point. But you manage to hold on, like kind of shift your grip as it like rakes its face across the grass and the dirt and stuff. So it's just its face. You don't like end up underneath it. You do find an opportunity as it kind of pulls upward and it shakes again to like, if you want to like release at the right time to get like to sail over to where the bird is because it's taking a few steps away now. So it'll be a rough landing, but you could do it. It might be a good opportunity, or you could wait and keep contending with this enormous tiger.
I mean, you got to take opportunities where they are provided.
Okay.
I will say.
So this is going to be
might-
an acrobatics check.
Okay. Do I get a +2 to
This is going to be at double checking to make sure favorite terrain doesn't do anything here. Does not. So this is going to be at a total of +2. Yeah.
That's by far is the worst stat I have. Oh, okay.
You just rolled fucking high. So it like whips its head that way once. It kind of misses with a swipe. You see it kind of pause and like you can like kind of see it like bristle, but it has this like breath where you can tell it's like it's thinking, which is bad because if it comes with a better idea, that'd be horrible. But it has like one more shake, and you use that opportunity to just release the claws, and it flings you over. You kind of tumble through the air a couple of times, roll when you hit the ground, and smack against this bird, which kind of rolls over, or its wings sort of rolls over. You don't hit it like super hard, but
how big is the bird compared
the
to me? Is it
bird
also like
is about the size of that
I
squirrel
guess I
was.
should-
It's about the size of that squirrel.
okay.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty big.
So it's still, it's not going to be wieldy, but
Well, good thing I have no gear on, so I get all strength.
you're also
yeah.
pretty strong.
Um,
So you pick up a bird.
yep.
So you kind of like try to get under like one of the wings and like how do you carry a bird this size? You hear that tiger roar behind you. You hear its claws, like its entire body pivot to face you. And as you look back, you cradle the bird to your chest. You realize that tiger ain't so big. This whole forest ain't like it was a second ago. That's still a tiger. Don't get me wrong.
Oh,
It hasn't stopped being a tiger, but it's more the size of a normal tiger. So terrifying, but less terrifying than a tiger that is the size of a medium house. And this
Okay.
bird is more of a bird. It's still a pretty big bird, but you can hold it now.
Yeah.
The tiger,
Okay.
one eye closed, is just glaring at you with the other eye. It doesn't leap like you thought it was going to. It prowls. Sort of stalking a little bit to the left, getting just slowly closer, circling you.
I'm trying to make myself look as big as possible. And if I can kind of carry the bird with one hand and keep it one hand ready. Yeah, I'm going to try the tigers. Plenty of other opportunities in the forest. Try.
See if I can like this one, manling. Say something else, I'll give you an intimidate check.
Okay. I'll have you know, I put down more than one predator looking for an easy meal in my life.
Okay, make an intimidate check.
Okay.
I will give you...
Petition for bonus due to his gravelly voice.
The gravelly voice bonus. I'm going to give you a total of +4 on this, because you also did just, like... You increased in size by a multiple of, like, 6. So, actually, more like 8, but yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Let's see if I can roll another card. Is this finally going to be... it's not the best.
Is that with your 4? Yeah, okay. 13.
Yeah. Oh.
It pounces at you.
Okay.
Did you wake up?
Oh.
You're still holding a bird, though.
Oh. Am I still wearing the gloves?
No. The gloves
Curious.
are out, kind of on your bed. You, like,
That's
shoot
where
awake.
my belt is.
Yeah.
Oh.
Like, you kind of shoot awake. Your gloves are, like, kind of out, like, almost like you flung them off a second ago. Just sit up suddenly. You're still cradling this bird. This hawk, it looks like, still has those weird silver-colored bands. Doesn't look wounded anymore. Or, as you kind of move your hand around a little bit, you can feel... Oh, yeah. No, this thing's hurt. You do feel some blood. Kind of on the back of it. Most of it's dried. It does look like there's some kind of claw wound that went, like, across its back, kind of, like, slid down the rib cage. Maybe even broke a couple of bones.
Oh, man.
But it doesn't have the attitude of a creature that's been hurt. It seems very calm.
Oh, it's cognitive.
It's awake.
Yeah.
It actually wakes up when you wake up and just kind of just looking at you.
I don't suppose you're one of those smart talking birds.
Tilts its head.
Hmm.
You can hear something for a moment. It's almost like the kind of rain pattern outside on the roof changes just subtly. Little ambient sounds of nature around you. There's just a shift in them enough that you can hear the words, but they fade. You just hear fading out the word, a question. Friend? But it kind of fades out at the end, and you don't hear a voice anymore.
There you go. I'm sure if that's a squirrel's related to another friend of mine, then yeah, we're friends.
Goes back to sleep.
No. Can I do a heal check to see if there's any way I can help it?
Yeah.
Like...
It seems stable for now. Obviously, it's still wounded, but the bleeding has stopped. Whatever it's from. And they just kind of get up, probably to, like, turn on a lantern or something to get a better look at the wounds. You are soaked. Your bed is soaked. There's wet footprints leading from your bed to your door. And back.
Can I check outside my door?
Open
Are there
it real
wet foot?
quick. Yeah, more wet footprints leading down the hallway. But they seem to sort of just stop midway through the hall.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna try and make the bird nice, warm, and comfortable. I gotta figure out, like, can it eat on its own? I'm gonna try and go
To finish your
find
field
things.
check. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's based on its like cognition level when you saw it. You think it is on the mend, right?
Okay.
It would probably heal naturally, but like having someone to feed it and kind of move it places and kind of basically like kind of exercise it a little bit so that it's not just like healing wrong or something daily, especially if it's calm like this, can really help the healing process for sure.
Well, I'm not a falconer or whatever those guys are called, but maybe I could. I don't know. I guess I could use your help if you need help. I'm just kind of talking to the bird as it's asleep,
Right.
talking out loud. But yeah, I'm gonna go procure some red meat to give it when it awakes or wakes up or whatever, something for it to eat.
As you're about to head out, you see something kind of odd out of the corner of your vision. You look over where the remnants were, where your squirrel friend, and you see another squirrel there. Same one you saw a few minutes ago. It does have an odd, kind of ethereal glow to it. It's obviously much smaller, more close to the size of a regular squirrel. Its eyes are these full, there's like singular color, this like robin's egg blue. And it just seems to be sitting there and it's collecting the holly and you can hear a voice come from it. This actually sounds like it's just speaking to you in Thule.
Okay.
But it says, "Good Bean, my mother saw something in you. She only sees things in people that are needed by the world." Turns to face you. By the warm soil, and the summer winds, spring blossoms. Those that show true appreciation. You may consider yourself chosen to a degree to reap a benefit you never asked for in your devotion. It is as thanks. Use it as you would. My mother and yours. Trust your judgment.
What? It's up to you. All right.
So are the remains.
Holly. Well, I'm glad they did that. Could have asked some questions.
You may well yet get the chance.
Yeah. Commune with nature a little more.
Yeah. So from now on, each morning, when you do any kind of meditation or prayer, your own personal ritual, or how you commune with nature or with Mr. Gaia, whatever Sam's deal is with that, however he approaches that, then you'll receive your spells. Just out of curiosity, what spell did you pick today?
Today I had not glide, but I had lead blades. is the one that I put on by default because I was like, oh yeah.
Just because, right?
I have a couple like put in there, but I'm not sure how you select one. But
just like hit the thing by it to show that it's ready or prepared.
Oh,
Yeah,
I see now.
and then you exit out. Yeah, but so yeah, we'll say like whenever you go and like get some meat and stuff, you're like kind of putting on your stuff. You can feel this like charge of energy kind of move through your Falcata Magna. This must be what they're talking about. Like,
Yeah.
But yeah.
Could have been speak with animals because I had both those in my list, but the first one I put in there was lead blades.
Yeah, just out of curiosity. I knew it wasn't going to super matter today, unless we had planned more stuff ahead, which we didn't. So.
Yep. Okay.
Cool. Why are the other two of you still here now?
That's how it feels, doesn't it?
Sorry.
Hey man, he had to have a moment.
It's been a long
Every day
time.
you get to learn how to
I'm not
cast cool
arguing
divine
against that.
spells.
I get stuff.
But yeah, we're almost at the end of the session, but we got a little time. What is there anything else the rest of you would like to do right now? Kind of as we end off. Anything else you want to announce is like the next thing you're going to do, or should we pick up next time on Sam possibly gushing about his new pet bird, and he also has spells now. No.
Yeah, I'm excited about that, and then we can talk about if we're going to do any more side jobs, because I think that's going to be my primary focus.
You can do all of them if you want.
Well, yes, but I mean, if the group is willing to assist in some of these. I'm not exactly trying to go fight some bandits, man. I'm not a fighter. No, my idea for that was just, I'm going to just talk the big guy into leaving. Be like, listen, man, you don't need this. And everybody else is just like, leave. No.
Right? Oh, the Ragnarok is gone. Now how are we going to scare people? We have weapons. Yeah, everybody has those.
Yeah, I just read
bad
that comment
post.
too.
Oh, right. I need to give you a sheet. Your animal companion. It's a Hulk.
Ginger's gonna be jealous.
Who? No, Ginger.
Shorsh.
Sorry, I know I was calling, so I actually didn't hear who you said.
Oh.
Okay, I was gonna be like, what?
No. Who?
Ooh, yeah.
Ginger. Never taking care of that animal.
But yeah.
But no, I do have an idea for names. But
That's good.
if somebody wants to suggest one, then I will look at them. Not necessarily going to pick one of the suggestions.
Yeah, bird.
Thinking, my hawk. No,
Tori.
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 Yeah,
Takashi.
that also just means bird.
Yeah.
Bird. I mean, if we're gonna go that way, then it just should be Yaunpi, which is just the little bird.
Yeah, that'd be Kotori.
Captain Falcon is both incorrect and hilarious, is what Ellie just posted.
Captain Falcon.
Yeah, no, it's Lieutenant
No.
Hawk.
Lieutenant Hawk.
Cool. So that would be next session. You guys can talk about more jobs. You can figure out what the hell's going on with Rahala, and I guess you can spend more money on overpriced potions if you really want to.
God.
So, out of curiosity, what are the normal prices of potions?
50 for a
Cure Light
Light
Wounds, yeah,
potion.
50
That's
gold.
what I thought. I was like,
So, in fairness, these smell quite nice. They actually smell like they would taste very good. They are all a very attractive, like bright ruby red color. They're all like uniform in color. They don't have a
Designer
bunch of bits
potions.
flowing into them. They're actually a little effervescent, almost like soda, just like lightly carbonated.
people just drink healing
Lightly
potions for
carbonated.
fun now.
I mean, if it heals me more, then fine, but it's not. I know it.
It's gonna taste good, okay? They're all code red. They're just magic. No.
Lord.
Man, I guess it would
Magic
make
code
sense.
red.
Why they cost more.
Right? They are designer potions. Also, you get to keep the glass bottles. In fact, Giselle, this is what we'll sign off on. What do these bottles look like? I'll let you design them. You're an artiste.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah, what do they look like? You got like a dolphin, which you don't have any fucking clue what that is.
Right. Honestly, the first thing that popped in my mind was like a corkscrew top.
I thought you were gonna say
And
duck
just
penis.
no, I
Duck
don't
penis,
want
yes.
to drink from a penis.
It's a
It is duck penis,
Yep.
and that's Ellie's fault. Yeah, corkscrew top, like a beaker.
Okay, so one of them that looks like you have three.
Oh, I thought they
It
were
can
all
be different.
uniform,
No,
so-
the color was uniform.
Oh,
Yeah. They
okay.
don't have like shit floating in them or nothing.
Okay. The second one
That's
is
always nice.
just like one of those. Actually, you know what? This is dumb, but I like the idea in my head. Is like a measuring cup.
Wow. Like just this like expensive crystal container, but it's a measuring cup. At least you get
Yes.
use out of it once you're done with the potion.
Yeah, exactly.
The Pyrex potion container.
Yeah. So what's our third one?
The third one, is like one of those circle potions that you would use for like throwing like bomb potions in like normal RPGs.
Just like a sphere.
Yeah, with like the little cork at the top.
That sounds
Corner.
awfully generic.
Yes, I'm tired.
And
We're
easy
paying
to
double.
drop. Anyways.
Well, you know what? It has a diamond pattern on it,
But if
so
that's
it
what
looks
you
like
want,
it's
that's fine. But yeah, they are quality. They smell fruity and delicious. So yeah, that's where we'll end this session, y'all. Stuff happened. We
Yep.
got to watch Sam fight a tiger,
Yep.
attempt
kind
to.
of.
Thank
To
you for
attack a
coming,
tiger.
everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank y'all for being here.
Thank you for being here.
It was fun.
Hopefully next week, Panda's voice is back and he doesn't have a fever.
Oh God,
Yeah.
I hope so.
I agree too.
Me.
Oh,
Otherwise,
God,
we'd
I
have to
hope
force him
so.
to go to the hospital and be in crippling debt forever.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
My mom was messaging me during this,
America.
like early on, and she's like, "Oh, your voice sounds worse." I'm like, "Yeah, I have a fever too." She's like, "Do you need me to come down and take you to the clinic?" And I was like, "If it continues on much longer, yeah, but I don't want you to be around me just in case." She's like, "Or you can have Dave do it. And I'll just pay him back."
Wow.
I was like, "That's
With
possible."
what money?
Yeah, I know exactly. I was like, I don't have any. I mean,
Yeah.
I actually do have some.
Not clinic money.
Not clinic money, no.
Wow. Especially, dude, fucking rent's coming up when nobody's got money right now.
Yep.
Ugh.
So,
First of the month is soon approaching. I need to go renew my driver's
Yes.
license because it
Which
is
means a whole
it
new year
expires
coming.
on the 31st.
wow. Anyway,
Already.
that's all boring shit. Exit
Yeah.
screen.
See y'all in
Yeah.
2023. Right?
Have a good night,
Exit
guys.
Wah, wah, wah.
See you next year.
screen.